Welcome to the Las Vegasville podcast, brought to you by Jump Studios, where we cover topics related to everything happening around Sin City, including the social media scene, food, and a whole lot more, with some of the best, most popular accounts around the city, and talk about their success in Vegas and beyond. I'm your host, Philip Zhang, aka Las Vegas Phil. Check me out on IG or TikTok, and feel free to text or leave me a voicemail at 702-551-4445. On with the show. Welcome to this week's episode. I gotta say, the calorie guest since this whole thing started has been pretty spectacular. For such a small podcast, I want to thank Jump Force and myself for making it happen. Super excited to have Elie Ayrouth on, the co-founder and publisher of Foodbeast, here bright and early at 10 a.m.
That's you, Brian. My boy.
Foodbeast started back in 2008 as a blog website when Elie was a sophomore at UC Irvine, which became a global sensation and the catalyst and a whole new voice for a generation of foodies. I can safely say that all his work and the team's work, experimentation, risk-taking, absolute craziness over the years really blazed the trail for all of us here in Vegas. That's especially true for the small circle here. A lot of the Vegas food social media guys, since we were all looking at Foodbeast in Southern California, what they were doing for all these years. Flash forward an incredible 15 years later, and Foodbeast.com is a stalwart for food news reporting, 6.1 on Facebook, 1.5 million on IG, 1.8 million on TikTok, 290K on YouTube, 12K on Twitch, with a bunch of fun stuff from cooking and travel. Check out Elie, a book of Elie, on IG and TikTok. He coincidentally has 103K on both right now. We've also got Meester Kim here, primarily a Twitch streamer. I caught some of his live stuff last night on the Strip. You're doing a bunch of Kitchen League stuff. And of course, the P and JMP, the man who keeps the lights on and the camera's filming, is Paul Ryu. Mr. Ryu Sauce himself. Thanks for all being here, guys.
What is the craziest intro ever? What the hell? What the fuck was going on? What the fuck was that? It was awesome.
I didn't
When's
even
the last time you heard that
about you. That's crazy.
Bro, my mom never talks about me like that. Yeah, nobody. That was awesome. Oh, shit.
Welcome.
Yo.
Yeah, it's such a cool time, to be kind of like in our field, to have you here. Have you guys here just to kind of talk about, the earliest time for food social media here was maybe 2013, 2014, but you were starting in 2008.
Yes.
And still killing it, and it's just amazing.
Everybody's remember those days where you had to tag Foodbeast and your whole goal was to be reposted on Foodbeast. Remember those days? The photo days.
Yeah, now not anymore. Days. Now anymore, it is what it is.
It still is.
But it's cool because Orange County, New York, and Las Vegas, for me, those are like the three food media cities that really meant something. So it was fun after Foodbeast started, then seeing Vegas pop up. Then you guys started doing wild shit. Like the way you guys took photos of food and videos of food was crazy. And everyone wants to be in Vegas. Vegas is like the place that everyone travels to. Everyone's coming and going to it. So it's crazy to see that. It's wild.
So what brings you guys here this time around?
We're shooting the season finale of Mr. Keem's Foodbeast World Tour, which is it's the only live traveling show.
Yeah, travel food show
on
Twitch. Yeah. There were like a couple in the past, but like this is the one that's like active right now. So yeah,
that's me. I love hyperbole. So we're just gonna say it's the only food show.
I don't want to get in trouble for that one. I don't want to get in trouble for that one.
No, there's no trouble. That is it.
Yeah.
But we wanted to end it in Vegas. I feel personally, one, because I follow a lot of food vloggers and I just watch Vegas YouTube. Like Vegas YouTube is my shit. I love Vegas YouTube. People that are like do testing, like Travel Ruby, all these people, like they just like test the beds in every hotel room. And when I can only be in Vegas like 4 or 5 times a year, otherwise I go broke. So I live vicariously through Vegas content creators. So when we were trying to decide like where we should end the season, it had to be Vegas, I felt.
Yeah, we were just like, let's end it with a bang.
Yeah.
And then we also had this thing where we have a show tomorrow as well, which is in LA. And Vegas is right next to LA. So we're like, let's try to squeeze this in to get the show in tomorrow and then have the season finale in Vegas the day before. So we made it happen. Yeah.
So Keem, food and travel show. I think everyone would kill for this kind of gig, to work with Foodbeast, do all this stuff. How did this happen?
Honestly, I'm still wondering how too.
My mom asked me how I met you. She's like,
Your
how did you
mom
meet
asked?
Mr. Keem? So my mom doesn't watch any of my content, but she watches Mr. Keem's Foodbeast World Tour show. And she was just like, he's so nice. He's so kind. He's not mean like you. And I was like, what the hell? And I realized what she was saying is, you know when you watch a lot of content creators and they're out and about and you just assume when they're funny that they have a level of cynicism to them, and you know when they interact with someone like a human being on the street, they'll then turn to the camera after the whole thing and then like do the Jim from The Office shit where they're like better than that person as they leave. Keem doesn't really have, you don't really have that in your bone. I don't know if you know that, but like he doesn't really have that. So the first time I was just scrolling on Twitch and I just saw Mr. Keem just like traveling. Just he lives in New York, so at the time he's just roaming the streets in New York, fucking bubbly. He got a notification from one of his chat members and he just started like dancing in the streets. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? I was like, it's 11 p.m. at my time, so it must be 2 a.m. in New York. And I was like, I would love that vibe. I would love, and he was like young about it and everything. I was like, I need to reach out to this guy. And I think that's how it started. We just reached out to Keem.
Like, it was so organic. Like, we didn't meet each other through another person. He literally found me organically on Twitch. I don't know if somebody told you about me, though, and then you ended up in my stream. I never asked you that.
No, I just saw you in my recommended channels on
crazy.
Twitch. And I was like, this guy's dope. And I'm on Twitch is weird because Twitch is like our next frontier at Foodbeast. And I'm a big fan of things that aren't just gaming. I like gaming, and everyone thinks right now that Twitch is this gaming platform. But for me, the coolest shit on that platform in the live space is ones that aren't gaming. It's people that are traveling like Keem, interacting with people IRL like Keem, foodies that are cooking in the kitchen. So for me, when I see someone like Keem, and I see his community as an amazing community of people that watch everywhere that he goes, it's like I want a taste of that. I want to support that any way that we can. So it just lucked out that this timing worked out. So we were able to do a season of a show. So it was cool.
Yeah, and you know, to be honest, it wasn't just like a quick thing that we decided to do. Like, we had a relationship that and a friendship that we just continued to build up, and then eventually we just shared like the same vision and the same passion for live streaming content and wanting to put something like this out on Twitch.
And glizzies.
Yeah, lots of glizzy.
Lots of glizzy shots.
Talk about that. Oh my god.
Okay, that's
I
what
saw that
saw.
in Texas.
That's what I saw. The first episode that I was tuning in on, and someone in his
Wait,
chat.
this was already happening on his channel?
This is already
was.
happening on his channel.
It's been a thing.
Yeah.
So there's this thing on my channel. It's called Glizzy Time. Right, so every time I get $100 donation from my chat, I have to find the nearest New York City hot dog cart, and I need to ask them for like a hot dog, and I need to eat it in one try. So it got very quiet after I said that.
So I'm trying to get him and Raina together. I think they would do great content together.
Good content.
Yeah, but
That
normally
one-bite
I eat
challenge with Raina.
normal
How long
size
have you
hot
been doing
dogs.
that?
So how long? So we have a hot dog counter on my stream chat. I think it's like 70 hot dogs I've done.
Phenomenal.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So that's a lot of money too, eh? You know, so.
So you guys have this remote relationship, is that right? Like you're in New York and you're in the West Coast.
Yeah,
Kinda like
yeah, pretty much. I mean, what's cool, even more so, because when we started interacting, it was over Instagram.
Yeah, you're right.
And then over time, you'd be like, this person's cool through their stories, and we're gonna share numbers, and then we become close.
Right.
It's cool on the Twitch side because it's so much more about community, I feel, than I've ever experienced on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. Because once you fall in love with someone on Twitch, you join their Discord. And then you start meeting their community. And now Discord feels like a whole nother playground where you're hanging out with people on the off hours, 11 p.m. What everyone just eat?
Yeah.
11:30. Where's everyone playing tonight? What's the move? Or they'll create a voice channel and they just hang out. Especially during COVID, that became the second home for a lot of people. And then that's where I'm like, yo, that's the future. Like, Instagram is cool. It's still the business card of social media. TikTok is cool. It's the lottery ticket of social media. But Twitch and live streaming and Discord, that type of community stuff, for me, that's where you build something that lasts, that you can continue to have people that become your ambassadors. I haven't seen that before on Instagram and TikTok. They're going to keep trying, but they can't, So I think that's what's interesting.
that's dope.
And it's pretty rare for anyone in our circle to be going live.
Oh no, and especially on Twitch. So like, think about that. Is it kind of like Clubhouse where you retain a lot longer time with your community because
Yeah, Clubhouse was a
100%.
nice example of that too. But with Twitch, it's a different muscle. Like going live is a different muscle. So
Right.
when you like podcasting is a different muscle. You wouldn't have just anyone on the podcast just because they have a big following on Instagram. Because Instagram and TikTok and most other social medias, you get to shoot your content, you edit it down, and you get the perfect 10 seconds,
Yeah.
right? You cut out all your ums and buts and fucks, and you have this perfect video. But on a podcast, you can't cover that. On Twitch, you're live. Right?
Chat's going wild.
Chat's going
Yep.
wild, or it's not going at all, and then you're dealing with the emotions of that, you know. And so that's what's different muscle about Twitch or live streaming in general is you got to be built different for it. Entirely.
100%.
what do you guys like about it more than any other live chats, live platforms?
Like streaming live on different ones?
on Twitch.
100%. It's got to be the community and the culture of Twitch. So Twitch has a very unique culture that I don't think can be replaced. Like that's why people still are there, right? Like we have 50-50 sub splits for streamers. It's like that's a ridiculous like sub split, right? YouTube's offering like 70-30. We have like this up and coming emerging one, Kick, 90-10, right? But the only thing that's keeping streamers on the platform is they have that culture, the chatters, right? They have a very unique way of like acting and trolling and memeing and talking with the streamer, and that's what really draws people to Twitch. And I think that's the thing that's keeping it alive, to be very honest with you.
Yeah.
And what's the demographics
People say it's
for you
kids.
guys? For you guys.
For us, it actually skews a little older.
Yeah.
Yeah, it skews a little older.
So Twitch doesn't release the demographics of age, so you have to like look into the analytics with like a third-party software. But the demographic that I do have is where my viewers watch from. And I'm an IRL streamer, so I travel around the world, so I have a little bit more of an international viewership base. But I would still say primarily I have a US audience, a US and Europe audience.
So you see that your Twitch audience is completely different than your other platforms' audience for Foodbeast?
It is. When we first got onto Twitch, it was like in 2018, 2019. And a friend of ours who worked at Twitch at the time was like, you should come to Twitch. And I didn't understand why. Because it was like, I could just live stream to Facebook. We already have 5 million followers there and we go live. And I realized it was fleeting on Facebook. But what's interesting about Twitch is that they're like these little stages, right? It's like twitch.tv/Meester Keem. Twitch.tv/reuse sauce. There's stages that people have to go to. So if they take their time to go to your stage when you might or might not be online, that's like a really crazy viewer to earn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We're on Instagram, they're pushing your content to people.
Right.
Right? They come to you on Twitch. The recommendation is ass on Twitch.
Yeah, it's
terrible. It's terrible. You can't go viral.
why
on
we're-
Twitch.
So you
worked out
find
here.
them.
It's been
Right.
it's been
Oh,
a
that's interesting.
topic of conversation for quite some time. Like Twitch needs to work on their discoverability. Yeah, particularly with like clips, because you're seeing that do so well in terms of algorithms on like Instagram and on TikTok. But on Twitch, there is literally no way for people to discover you through clips. And so like that's an example of like how the discoverability is
So
not
it
the
kind of like
greatest.
feels like you're meeting a whole new group of friends whenever you find another.
Yes.
Absolutely. And it's the best way to meet them too. It's interesting because when they come in, they're now with you for hours. Right. So they come in, you don't know what part of the conversation you jumped in on. So you have to every 5, 10, 15, 30 minutes re-engage the audience and let them know, hey, by the way, if you're just
what we're
joining us
doing.
right now, here's the middle of the conversation we're at. Here's the burrito I'm eating. Here's the restaurant I'm at. So that muscle, training that turns you into such a different content creator. And then I think you get better. The next frontier for a lot of Twitch streamers is how to get good at Instagram and TikTok. And then people on Instagram and TikTok could have a lot to learn from people who stream on Twitch for 8 hours at a time in front of a camera. So it's a lot of fun things to learn both ways.
How much effort do you think you're putting into that? Like, let's say, like, what percentage of effort goes into Twitch versus any other platform for Foodbeast right now?
I mean, it depends, right? Like what your major platform is, because you want to prioritize your energy and your time. For me, my major platform is Twitch. I didn't have any social media platforms before I started Twitch. I started on Twitch. I didn't even have an Instagram. Like I quit everything and I just was like, let me just have some fun. And then I grew on Twitch. So my focus is I dedicate majority of my time towards my Twitch platform, because the more that grows, the more that the other ones will grow. But people like Elie have been teaching me and showing me that like I could dedicate a lot more time towards the other platforms and grow there, and then it'll ultimately help my Twitch in the long run. So
Because the other platforms are more mature and so they're making more money. And so Twitch has that problem, is that there's not a lot of money on that platform yet.
Yeah.
But it's an incredibly valuable platform to be a part of. So we learned the uphill way. When we first got onto Twitch, we got partnered really early. And for those that aren't familiar with the partner process on Twitch, you got to earn your bones, right? You got to stream a certain amount of hours, connect with your community, and you hit these like gaming-like checkpoints. In it, I stream for 100 hours. You have 70 concurrent viewers for a set amount of time, and you earn this like partner badge that's really well accoladed in the community. And for Foodbeast, we had our platforms checked on everywhere else, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. So they just gave us this blue check. And at first I was like, yeah, of course we deserve this blue check. Fuck yeah. I wish we didn't have the blue check when we started, because we didn't learn anything about community for the first 2 years. We just started streaming, and they gave us front page placement every month. And so I conflated having 10,000 people watching us from the front page as an actual community of Foodbeast. So I didn't even promote it on Instagram or TikTok or anything like that. And when that went away, when they stopped promoting us on the front page, Foodbeast went back down to 0 on Twitch. I was like, oh shit, man. This is why you got to earn your stripes up the way up. It's not, it's an actual, you actually have to put in that work. And then at that point, once we realized our views went back down to 0, I hit up every streamer I could. I was just like, yeah, I just want to meet you for you. I spent time in other people's streams and their chats and learned about everything. This is Apex streamer. Here's Fortnite. I fell in love with Fortnite for a while. And so that process of like hand-to-hand networking again is what made it so cool, because discoverability was so ass on Twitch. But if you go into it genuinely, it was really cool. And I think it made it better. I made my content creating better on every other platform, because I realized how hard it was on Twitch. So it was fun.
To add to that, if I can,
No.
Perfect. I mean, he touches on something really good that I want to share on the podcast that's kind of invaluable, and it's that the meta of growth on Twitch, like the primary meta is collaboration, because the discoverability is just not the greatest. It's not something that's dependable. So the way you got to grow on Twitch is to collaborate with other content creators and cross community growth, right? It's like you said, being introduced to a totally different viewership base, a totally different community, and hoping that they really like you and then they stick around with you, right? So I think that's just something good to add. Yeah.
It's great insight. That's really interesting. We got a bunch of breakfast burritos here, since it's
Hell yeah.
10:30 in the morning. Anyone know the history of breakfast burritos?
Please tell me.
Oh, jeez.
I want to know, Phil.
Let me guess.
That's why I tune into Phil.
I'm not going to say anything because you know what. You know.
Right. Modern breakfast burrito was invented in 1975 in New Mexico. It was the beginning of what would be one of the most important culinary moments in all of history. Tortilla, eggs, and a protein. That's it. That's all I had.
That's all you just dropped like the Wikipedia answer on
He set it up like it was like a lot of information, and then he gave you.
Phil,
Yeah.
okay, let me ask you specifically, because that was I don't like what you just said at all. What makes a good breakfast burrito to you? Like, because I respect you as a creator and as a foodie. What goes into a good breakfast burrito for you specifically?
I'm big on the fluffiness of the egg, but the tortilla needs to still be solid. It can't be floppy.
Yeah.
So I'm big on the ends.
The butts, the ass.
The ass.
The ass in burrito is the best part.
It's the best part. And that's why I'm worried about splitting all these, because, I know how
There's
you do
no.
your
Yeah,
videos.
I agree.
Well, everyone can
I
eat an
agree.
ass.
No. Well, yeah.
If you cut it down the middle,
You're right. Cut it down the middle.
This is good.
We can-
All
Yeah.
right.
So
This is how it. No, this is perfect.
Okay. By the way, 1975. I was born in 1975. Talking about Twitch, I'm the oldest one.
Wow, man! Congratulations, baby. Life is hard.
Asian don't raisin.
Life is hard.
Here we go. So, I'm from San Diego. I have this thing
It's the
about
Mecca.
burritos. I can't have rice in my burrito.
Ooh.
I'm a Baja burrito guy, Baja style. So I want eggs, meat. If they put in potatoes, it's got to be hash browns for me. It can't be those thick potatoes.
Like the square.
Do you know what I
cut
mean?
ones?
Those can't have tater tots.
I like a little crunch, a little crispy. I think that's for me. Breakfast burrito is the pillowy eggs, nice tortilla, but then you need a texture contrast in there. So for me, hash browns are great, crispy hash browns.
So, and the tortillas, for me, too many places claim that they're like Roberto's in here, claim that they're from San Diego. I get the tortillas, and it's one of those like drier, flaky. It's got to be soft and chewier type of flour tortilla for me.
Maybe even
And
translucent.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
That is harder to find, at least in Vegas. So that's like not my number one thing. As soon as I bite into a burrito, first thing I notice is the tortilla. If it's too flaky and too dry and stuff like that, and when you fold it, it cracks.
Oh yeah, I don't like that.
Can't have that.
Sure
So
reminds
there's a
me
lot
of
of those things that
dry
goes
people.
into effects for me.
I don't
Feel
even know.
about rice in a burrito.
Okay, breakfast burrito, probably a no for me. No rice in the breakfast
No,
burrito.
yeah,
but
definitely not.
in a regular burrito, heck yeah, I love rice in a burrito. It's one
I'm
of my
okay
favorite
with it.
things.
I'll let it pass. I'll let it pass.
Fuck
I'm not
no.
from San Diego.
What is that? Isn't that
it
called
pass.
like a mission style
like, get off
burrito?
my
More
podcast.
like a San Francisco area transcend down with. I don't know.
Yeah,
No,
they call
rice
it
in a burrito is in San
Yeah,
Francisco.
New York
I
they
don't know.
still call them mission burritos.
Was it
Yeah,
Mission?
I think
Right?
so,
Which
yeah,
is
yeah.
such a weird thing because
Mission is in
there's
San
no,
Fran. Like
Who let New York make burritos?
So like even when I was living in New York, like 20 years ago, they were
Listen,
still
I'll
calling
take my
them
pizza crown, all right? We don't need a burrito crown.
I think it's
weird.
ever going controversy and an argument in Southern California between rice or no rice in burritos. It's either Southern California or more Bay Area. I think. Anyway,
So
what
let's
is your
get-
favorite breakfast burrito? Do you have one out of all those that
yeah,
you've
my favorite is up there with it's a place called Pepe's in Orange County. They have multiple locations. It's the one I grew up. It's the first breakfast burrito that I really loved in high school. We would cut class to go get this big. It was huge.
Yep.
Huge. It's a baby-sized breakfast burrito, and it had pico de gallo. It had refried beans in it, which to me was a game changer.
potatoes in it?
There were no potatoes in it, which goes against I love a little crispiness in it. There's no potatoes in the Pepe's breakfast burrito.
What's the meat?
Your choice of sausage, bacon, or recently I've been subbing in and getting guacamole.
Ooh,
Forget about
getting a
it.
little crazy.
I love it.
Ryu, what's your thoughts on that? I saw the way you looked at him.
I love that.
Guacamole.
Okay, so like, is there a
Little
criteria of what protein that you get if you test a breakfast burrito from a place, or you just
Yeah, we were
get?
talking about this.
That's a good call.
Yeah, what's the qualification on that?
So I'll be honest with you. I've been subbing meats lately
Yeah.
because I've been eating so many of them, so
Yeah.
I don't want to die early. You know what I'm saying?
Too bad we ordered Machaca.
I've been going. No, but we eating today. We got a whole day of eating. We're gonna do. But I've been subbing in like avocado, because I actually like the texture of an avocado or guac
Instead of meat?
Instead of a meat
Oh.
sometimes.
I think it'd be
Oh,
great.
wow.
That'd be an awesome
What?
bite.
It's fire. You get a little health in there while you're eating your eggs. It basically becomes the healthiest thing you can eat. Let's eat some ass. right now.
That
Let's-
seems fucking. Okay. All right, here we
All right, so
go.
where are we going?
I have to tell you the places first.
Yeah,
right?
let's shout out
So
the places.
First one
is
Durango Taco Shop.
Durango Taco Shop.
you open
I
up
think
all of
it's
these
this right
places?
here. Is this
haven't
Durango Taco Shop?
I haven't
Yes.
tried maybe half of these.
Ooh.
Durango
cool.
Taco Shop.
Just went with what was closest to the office.
like it.
Or if Paul was nice enough to pick it
Also,
up.
shout out to Hooked Sayulutas.
Sayulita's.
Probably one of the most viral.
From San Diego, right?
Yeah, from San
it?
Diego.
Yeah.
They're from San Diego.
I didn't know that.
Traditional Mexican food with a Filipino twist. They're in that classic plaza across from Mandalay
They're known
Bay.
for their.
And Hooked LV has blown it up.
They're known for their
Bacon-wrapped
huge
burritos.
bacon wrapped burritos and stuff like that.
Is this one bacon wrap?
No, this is a
that one is. I
machaca
think that's a
burrito.
machaca.
By the way,
Okay.
the machaca burrito is a thing that I've been kind of like pushing a lot because I think it's such a fucking sleeper breakfast burrito. If you go to a lot of breakfast, like a Mexican, like these taco shops, under breakfast burritos, you won't find machaca, but machaca is on a regular burrito menu.
But it's a breakfast item.
But it's a breakfast burrito. So a lot of people go, what's a machaca burrito? And they never even order it. I think it's one of the better breakfast burritos.
You guys
on
ever
the-
had?
yeah.
Have you ever had that? Okay, so
I've never
we
had
got
any of
classic
these,
Roberto's
probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
over
I
here.
like
classic
Dried
Roberto's.
meat and then kind of rehydrated.
No, it's like basically slow roasted beef with all those veggies, right?
Okay.
With egg.
Let's go, bro.
See, let's
So
for
to
breakfast.
me, it's
I
more
trust
like
these guys. I trust
meat
these
that's
guys.
falling
Let's
off the
go.
bone rather than grilled meat
Yeah.
with egg. That's why I like it so much. So we got classic Roberto's here.
Yes.
We have Don Chewy, which, in my opinion, is the cheapest one out. There's all burritos are $9.99, but it seems like it's pretty legit. I thought Don Chewy is a chain, but have you heard of Don Chewy before?
No.
No, they got one location on South.
So there you go. There's
24
Don
hours.
Chewy's,
That's
and
it.
then there's Taco Man, which is full disclosure, one of our clients. I think it's one of the better burritos in town, but that's
Taco Man.
Taco Man.
Taco Man grill.
So,
Taco
where should we
Man.
go first?
Yeah, you tell me.
Can we bring
don't
a
know.
knife?
When we go, we can go with Taco Man.
Taco Man first?
Let's do. Okay, Durango Taco Shop. Let's just go there first.
Okay.
I'm gonna rate it by sound effects.
There we go, dude. Remember when you guys had that podcast? You guys had every guest explain a dish in the most sexual. Remember that?
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
the
That's
best.
the best way
I
to do
remember.
it. Hey.
Wait, you guys had a podcast before?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the-
Food
Rio was
Beast
a
Catch-
guest.
Sensitive
Food Beast Catch
subject.
Up was actually your episode was actually the first podcast I ever listened to.
Ever?
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn. That's what's
When you were
up.
on, and it was such a eye-opening episode because Paul's story.
Paul's an amazing
unbelievable.
story, dude.
And if anyone gets a chance, just Google Food Beast Paul Ryu, and you'll find the
still up.
meth addiction and the Vegas Foodstagram scene
I gotta listen to that.
episode.
That subject.
incredible
It
story.
just
Incredible.
started with the word meth. You know that.
That was one of the most listened to episodes, actually.
It's an
And I was
amazing
like,
story.
I remember begging it, like, please don't put too much of that drug thing is on there. It's like the first word was meth in capital letters.
And loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the episode, and I thought you guys were just great interviewers.
Oh, well, thank you.
And then I listened to Drew's, I listened to a bunch of others as well, and it was really inspirational to me and trying to figure out how to do podcasts. Yeah, Machaca burrito, chorizo, and egg burrito.
Chorizo and egg machaca burrito. Let's get at it.
All right. This camera's recording?
What salsa do you use?
So-
Red or
This
green?
footage
Red or
later.
green? Red or green?
I'm more of a green guy.
Green.
Yeah, it depends on the spot.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is like a smoky, darkier red salsa.
I like how you assess.
Like I can't when
Yeah,
I go to burrito spot, I can't pass on the green, but sometimes I'll pass on the red. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a green guy.
Oh, the hot one's last dab. God.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'll
just
pass on
casually
that
have
one.
the
I'll
last
pass on
dab.
that one.
I just
We still have
casually
the last
busted
dab.
that out.
What the
Well, the last time
And
sauce
if they
is
don't,
fucking
if you
hot.
don't know what that is, I'll be like, oh, okay.
Oh my god.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Durango Taco Shop. One bite each because we got a lot to go.
Okay, yeah.
Let's do it.
So how are we doing this? Like you
I'm
just
gonna get the chorizo first.
I don't know. Well, I don't know how we're gonna do one bite.
Make it sushi. You could chop it. You could chop
Right.
it.
I'm gonna chop another one.
But you lose that.
I'm gonna get the
honestly,
middle. You
I
get
don't.
the butt.
I don't need the ass. I don't
Yeah,
really
I
eat
don't need
ass
the ass
either, so
either.
I'm fine.
Okay.
You know.
I'll take the middle. Here
You
we
don't
go.
eat burritos right.
I
Not
don't
eating
eat
the
ass, bro. Yeah. So
the chorizo.
Yeah, I don't have
Speaking of rice.
I don't have a choice.
So this
There
is
you go.
breakfast
There you
burrito
go,
with
guys.
rice,
Okay, you want the...
Oh,
I'll
really?
take that sushi
Yeah.
roll style.
Breakfast
lined
burrito with
with
Why not?
refried beans,
that
rice,
just
and then you got
completely
chorizo
lost me
egg.
as a client. I'm just kidding.
Oh, this is pretty.
Just saying that.
Whoa.
It's pretty right here. What's up with that?
Gotta show the camera.
Yeah.
Look at that, man. Whoa.
Okay,
These
beans
food
and rice.
Instagrammers just eating without taking a picture. It's crazy, bro.
All right, let me
All
see.
right, let's try the green.
What is the best way to? Okay, this is probably the best way.
Okay.
God.
Oh, you
guess
try?
it's
You
not
try
hard.
it without salsa first?
No.
Oh
I
shoot!
tried
Actually, no.
salsa.
I got to do that.
I did just for one.
Dude, this is a mess.
It's all right. It happens.
All right, let me see some of this right here.
You know what I like about a breakfast burrito? It doesn't get cold as fast.
Yeah. I have a problem eating only one bite of things. I'm gonna get carted out of here.
Well, speaking of that, I mean, your personal content, I mean, is awesome. You have several series going on, eating every XXX on the planet. Right now, you're running a bean and cheese burrito, peanut butter and jelly, pizza slice, tuna sandwiches. My personal favorite is ordering the XXX till they stop.
Yes.
I mean, the
The
extra pickles.
pickles,
from the
yep.
deli, extra onions from In-N-Out. You can't help but watch. Is there a personal favorite of all the clips that you made?
I'm really liking the onion and pickle series from In-N-Out right now. To be honest, now I can't order it myself. I get social anxiety going into an In-N-Out, so it's either someone who works in our office orders it or my wife will order it.
Social anxiety is like you get recognized and people want to.
So at this point, the only places I get recognized are at fast food joints and the gym. Those are like the two demographics that watch Foodbeast videos.
Right.
But they know what's going on when I'm asking for 10x onions.
Yeah.
You know, and so I just get shy, so I have my wife do it, and my wife gets pissed. The last time we ordered 10x onions, she ordered it, and the person at the register took it at In-N-Out, and we went to wait and sit by our orders. I'm a little drunk, still hungover, and all of a sudden, they're like, hey, it's going to be about 15 minutes for your order. It's a special order because there's 10 onions. 10 onions both ways. So it's grilled and whole. So it's supposed to look like this. So it's about 15 minutes because obviously you're an asshole and you ordered like 20 onions. So we're sitting down waiting, and within 1 minute, they call our number. I was like, oh, fuck, we're in trouble. Like, it's not ready for sure. So they come, and I'm like filming my wife. And she's having to talk to them like a teacher scolding a student. And then he brings out a stack of onions and a regular onion. He's like, are you sure that you want all of this? He ended up being the kindest In-N-Out employee ever. Yeah. And he was like, are you sure? Like, we're not going to be able to wrap it. I'm going to have to just bring it out. And then sure enough, they brought it out. They were super kind. Everyone, I do doctor some of them. I'll be honest with you. I doctor some of, I'll add the pickles or I'll ask for them on the side because they don't understand or they just don't let you put that many. But this guy at In-N-Out, my last In-N-Out video, he actually put
did it.
10x raw onion, 10x grilled. I have the receipt to prove
20.
it. It's 20, yeah. And then you can do whole.
Eli.
You can do chopped. Bro, and onions are good for you. Everyone's like, oh my God, onions are very healthy for you.
Okay, Eli, how did you guys do the 100 patty In-N-Out one?
That one they actually built. I swear to God.
How do you?
I swear to
I've
God.
asked every single person. Like,
Yeah, we have an In-N-Out.
I
don't wanna
thought
shout out the
everybody said that
location.
you bought 4x4s and put it together.
So, in the city of Santa Ana, I'm not going to name the store because I don't know the number. I don't remember that shit. I'm not that big a nerd. In-N-Out store 334. I don't know. Shout out to 334. They just thought it was funny. So we came in one day, and because we had to do this 100 by 100 stream where Molly Schuler, who is an incredible competitive eater, was going to come to our office, and it's one of our earlier Twitch streams. She was going to eat a 100 by 100 burger from In-N-Out. We're like, dude, it would be awesome if they actually made this so we don't have to build it with 4x4s and stuff like that. So we went in one day, and they said, if you come tomorrow, before we open at 11, we'll build it for you.
No. Wow.
And that's why we have the actual box.
The box.
It's a box.
I saw the box.
The box.
Exactly. Like,
they had a box ready for it and everything. They just thought it was funny. And they don't like most In-N-Outs, if you hit them during actual business hours, care. I mean, they're keeping up a high quality. It's why they're around for so long. But they were just cool.
You remember how much that was?
334. What's up?
Remember how much did you pay?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, absolutely, we paid. Whatever the equivalent of like ordering 100 patties. Yeah, they charge you only for the patties and the cheese. That's when people are like, how much does a 20 by 20 In-N-Out onion burger cost? It only costs 4x4 or however many of the meat and cheese patty. They don't charge you for extra onions or pickles, which God bless you, In-N-Out. I love In-N-Out so much. So.
Crazy. Okay, so
cool.
That was the chorizo.
Yeah.
This is the machaca.
Okay, let's do machaca. Yeah.
And then if you could kind of make a personal ranking. Maybe
Yeah, like let's.
Oh,
let's
got it.
think
Okay,
about
got it.
in your
Let
head.
me take this one. Yeah.
Take that.
So what was the first one?
That's
it was
chorizo.
Chorizo, egg.
Oh, this is the same place.
This already looks like it's gonna be better.
Same place.
I like this.
Yeah,
This.
I actually. Well.
There's like good moisture on this meat already. Look at that.
Yeah, this looks way better.
See, machaca is the shit.
They're kind of skippy on the egg.
Oh yeah.
100% better than the last one.
Way better.
But
See what
still,
you mean
the
about
rice
the
is
rice?
throwing me off.
It's like a different place.
Rice is throwing me
I
off.
don't think it needs the rice, but this is still a
Exactly.
better burrito than the first one. I like this.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I've had good burritos with rice. This just ain't one of them. All right, here we go. Durango Taco Shop.
Right.
Next.
That was great. Hold up. Let's give some love to whatever that was. That was fucking awesome. That was great. That was
How often do you have machaca burritos? Never, really.
not often. This is
Okay.
great.
First
dude.
time ever.
I'm
There's
not
gonna be
say
other
this about every
machaca.
machaca. No.
There's gonna be another machaca.
Oh,
in
really?
the
Okay,
mix,
sweet.
And maybe
That was
that's
awesome.
something that you guys kind of like. I don't know.
Maybe
Let's
I
go
need
to the next one.
Yeah.
Let's go to
Yo, every podcast should just be burritos. This is awesome.
this. Is the sleeper? This
Taco
is
Man?
the no. Oh, this is Taco Man.
Yeah, I saw
the sleeper.
While,
Call your own client a sleeper. They're
While
just-
you're
No,
opening
I
that,
thought this was Don Chewy. Don Chewy is the sleeper that I
check
think.
your boy.
Sorry, my bad. Hold up.
so aside from the Twitch stream and Kitchen League, what else is new for Foodbeast these days?
Kitchen League is was our little blessing baby. We started it in our in 2019, we just started doing competitive cooking competitions in our literal office. No studio. We pushed desks aside. We called some chef friends. Like one of our earlier competitors was Josh Scher, the mythical chef Josh from the Rhett and Link series. He's an amazing chef, amazing personality, great human being. He showed up and he supported us, and he competed in this kitchen league thing where our whole idea was we thought TV show competitions needed a refresh. Cooking shows were they're great, but they were all basically the same, right? You film a series like that for, months to cut down into a 50-minute episode. We're like, what if this was live? What if the sabotages, instead of being enacted randomly, were enacted by the people watching at home? So we just built this set in our office. First couple episodes were there. And over time, we started building technology where we let the chat, by what they chatted, dictate what happens in the studio. So fast forward now, Kitchen League is one of our biggest shows. It is our biggest show. And it's a live, we consider it like UFC meets Chopped, right? We went from that little set in our office to, we were blessed, we were on the main stage at TwitchCon with some of the biggest creators around. So it went from 5 people watching that episode to, I think we peaked at like almost 90,000 concurrents at TwitchCon, where we did a Kitchen League Battle Royale. 18 people were competing. So I was like, yo, regular cooking competition shows are not doing this shit. So we were blessed, man. If you put creators first, that show was great because so many great creators were on stage with us. It was awesome.
You guys had your own billboard. Didn't you have some kind of like Amazon relationship there or something like that?
So yeah, we have a great relationship right now with Amazon. Our Crown show, so Kitchen League is licensed on different platforms. So on the Crown channel, it's a Prime Gaming, Amazon-owned channel that has amazing content, and Kitchen League is one of the properties there. So on Kitchen League for Crown, it's called Kitchen League Double Trouble. So that one is a cooking and a gaming show. So while you're cooking in the kitchen, your partner, it's duos, is gaming. And then they switch off during it. So that Mr. Keem's gonna be on that show tomorrow.
I've been on it twice too.
Been on it twice
super
too.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Creators love it because they just go in the kitchen, they throw shit around, and it's that same idea of we wanted to create a space for streamers that wasn't just behind a computer anymore. You come in, exercise the physicality of it, being funny, and just having a fun experience. So
cool.
The butt of a burrito.
Here we go.
What are we looking at?
Sweet.
Here?
Taco Man, carne asada, and egg.
And they only gave red
Okay.
salsa.
Sweet.
Yep, there's 2 different reds.
don't
One's
mind.
really spicy and one's kind of like
yeah.
This looks
medium.
like a
This,
really
this,
Let's go
this,
really
this
spicy.
lighter is this. This is
go really spicy.
I want the medium.
That's the spicy.
I can't.
Eli.
I can't do
This
that.
is
bro.
the spicy
Yeah,
right?
that's the spicy.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Oh, this is the spicy. That's the medium.
Damn.
Yep.
Wait, the medium's darker.
Right,
Interesting.
This looks way better.
So
So which one? What's in this carne asada?
carne asada, eggs, pico de gallo. That should be it. Or guac.
Damn, how do I do this? Okay, there we go.
Potatoes in here. What?
There we go.
This is a good ratio of things in here.
No potatoes. No carb.
I'm okay with it on this one because you get the texture from the actual meat. A good chew to it, good bite.
It's got good sized meat in there. I don't like those carne asada that are really like, it looks like ground beef.
Yeah, really good sized meat, huh?
Hey yo.
This is a great burrito. I like the tortilla on this. Has that translucence to it. The chews
How's
that
the
you
type
were
of
talking
yeah,
about.
that's
this
what I'm
is,
talking
this is
about.
what up. And then it's crispy though. You can see where it actually got burnt off during
Yep.
a
It's
grill
still
sesh.
soft, so it
Yeah.
wraps.
It's really good.
Doesn't crack off.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a great one. Good cheese throughout.
All right, so that's the carne. That's the carne.
This is from Taco Man.
Carne, yeah.
Respect.
So which one was this? Was what meat? Carne?
Carne asada and eggs. Yep.
Got it.
Steak
I
and
thought
eggs.
this was
Basically. They're called
sausage.
steak and eggs burrito.
But look at this, bro. We're gonna eat it.
We got a long day, so I gotta make sure.
I know.
No, I'm telling you, it's
Yeah.
gonna go down to 1 biters, dude.
Yeah, I think we have to. Way too many burritos. We were texting last night.
Should we actually go to the next spot and not do 2 at a time?
I think we were talking about like 12. Yeah, we should just pick one.
Go to the next one.
Oh, why not?
Let's try it. Let's try it here.
Oh, look at this one.
This is called a Taco Man breakfast burrito.
Oh, yes.
Here, let's get the middle.
Oh yeah.
You can take the butts.
Look at
Here,
that.
We're gonna
Oh
take one
my
of these.
gosh.
So this has a
Look at that
sausage.
egg.
All right.
Yeah, this is nice. You know why the
So
butt's
this
so
is
good?
like sausage and maybe
Why?
hash brown. Okay, sausage, hash browns,
This looks really good.
and
That looks great. This is phenomenal. Okay, you know why the ass of a burrito is so good? That's why you cut it in half and you eat it like this. On a breakfast burrito.
True.
It's because everything has time to sit and soak into the butt.
Yeah.
So you get this perfect cross section and you get to enjoy the visuals of it and you eat it. And then by the time you get down to the ass, it's the best parts. All the juices have soaked in there.
That's true.
So it's not the top ass; it's the bottom ass.
Well, both, because when you cut it in half, they can soak both ways.
Cut it in
That's
half.
why you cut it in half.
Rest it in the
You
car
get two
stand up.
asses.
So there's more.
I just want to make it clear I don't eat ass. All right, anyway.
I love.
You just put it in the cup holder.
Just want you to know that, Eli.
He does extra laps around the block. He doesn't go straight home.
Feels like.
What are you doing? I'm just letting the ass
Something about
simmer.
it. Just something about it.
Gotta simmer on the ass real quick.
This guy.
Bro, there's a lot of ass talk.
It's really good.
All right, here we go.
All right, we go raw on this one.
Yeah.
I like the potato in it.
Oh,
Not a cilantro guy, but I can do it.
It's got a nice buttery potato taste in
that's
there.
great.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
The potato's got nice butter to it.
What's the style of this one called?
Taco Man style.
Taco
so
Man
it's like
style.
Taco
their
Man.
their signature breakfast burrito.
I like that.
All right, here we go. Taco Man was number 2. So Durango Taco Shop. Taco Man number 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro.
That's
And
what's
thanks
up.
for cutting all these, Paul.
Yeah, of
Always
course.
the consummate hosts.
I don't know how to get it all bite of this
Really
one.
good.
All right. Here's the. Okay, go ahead.
I'm in heaven
Oh
right now.
my gosh.
How have agencies and working with them changed for Foodbeast over the years, from 10 years ago to now?
Become the agency. I'm just kidding. How's it changed? In some respects, it's gotten a lot better because some agencies have realized what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and they're not stupid. Some agencies have gotten worse and worse and worse and have not changed with the times and are going to be out of business in a couple years just because they're like not even trying anymore. They're just like not understanding the creators that they should be working with. They're not really listening to their brand clients. And so, you're not guaranteed your business. So don't go elsewhere. So on the Foodbeast side, we try to be a little bit of both. We try to be a creator when it makes sense. We try to be an agency when it makes sense. And we try to respect other agencies when it makes sense. So yeah, over the years, I think there's become a lot more creator agencies as opposed to PR agencies, and we've seen that grow a lot. And I think that's where a lot of the value is, because really everyone worth their weight in getting you to come to a restaurant or promote your product is a creator, right? Like the whole old hat of like trying to get writers to show up to your place, like that should not be a whole business model. Like that is yesteryear right now. You want creators to be at your spot. So if people are pitching you otherwise, then question where your money's being spent. But I'll talk this way because I feel like I'm amongst professionals that
hell
kind of
yeah.
understand
Totally.
that route. And I know on your podcast, you guys talk with professionals about it. You have a professional audience. So, but yeah, I'm down to get specific if you want. But
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I remember in another setting where you were talking about, don't you guys, because Eli, you were there. Don't you guys remember when the writers and the bloggers used to do the same thing?
feud. Yeah, that was a
And that already happened.
shit is over, dude. Who cares?
Same thing. These
Yeah.
new creators are taking those seats.
Absolutely.
And same things are happening. Okay,
What are we looking at?
lowest priced,
Okay.
the sleeper Don Chewy, one location. Seems like a hole in the wall. We just found it on Uber Eats. Never
I like
been
the
there.
name.
The Office.
This is Machaca.
Okay.
I think this is their regular sausage.
All right.
Okay.
Which one?
let's try
more
Machaca.
wet.
Let's try
Machaca is more
Machaca.
wet. Seems
And how
like.
much
sausage-
how much were these? you
I'm
said
talking.
everything else is like
these
10
are
bucks, right?
$9.99 on
Oh.
Uber Eats. The other ones are like 15 plus.
Wow.
I want to say like 13 to 15.
And sausages and chorizo or breakfast sausage?
Sausage is a breakfast
Look at that
sausage.
cheese.
Bro,
This is machaca. Very wet.
Look at that cheese.
this is look at
The
this.
cheese section.
Okay, this has the best moisture of any burrito that we've had so far. It's like it almost have been steaming in this bag.
Yeah, it probably has been.
That's
Yeah.
good.
That's why I gave you the ass.
Yo, look at this.
That's great.
All right, let's see.
I'm a fucking sucker for Machaca, dude. I gotta
Dude,
tell you.
I'm in on
You know what
Machaca,
I mean?
bro. I'm in. All in.
There's some salsa verde.
It's just,
Oh yeah.
I would rather eat that than a regular, I don't know.
I think
That's something that I would like to eat for breakfast burrito.
I'm in over chorizo now.
Let's go.
I think I'm in over chorizo on this for sure. There's just the moisture's so nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes
really
they do
good.
it too wet, and you're like, oh, it's a little too messy.
Yeah.
But still, that slow roasted meat with egg, you know.
I think if you drove around the block a few more times in Phil's car, this might be too wet. But right now it's nice. You guys, this obviously just
Timer. Then you
like,
gotta
a,
lay it
like,
down.
like a hole in the tortilla bread. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like wash your car wet. Like slip out your seat wet.
The agency part of Foodbeast is most interesting to me because I don't know much about it.
Mm-hmm.
When did it start, and then how has that changed? Were you managing clients like restaurants or influencers?
So the agency part of the business started when we used to be all about branded content. That's how a publication and a lot of creators make their bones. And then we realized that we had so many awesome creators on our staff that one of our long-term clients where we do branded content with like 4 or 5 times a year, we noticed that when we would send traffic to their Instagram page, this is like a big chain. When we send traffic to their Instagram page was not very good. And so the content that we created looked fundamentally different than the content on their page.
amen.
So what we ended up doing, we're like, yo, weird question. Do you guys need any help like with your Instagram? Because like it looks a little soft. And they're like, oh shit, yeah, we just like our social media manager left and like we're not, yes, what do you have? And then so we had no business model for that. We're just like, okay, maybe what do you need, like 10 Instagram videos or photos a month? And so we did that and we signed them on for a year, not realizing that, oh shit, that's just that's an agency.
Yeah.
But what we're using is using our best practices. We're using we were publishing a lot of content every day. A lot of content across all the platforms. And then after that one client landed, we realized, yo, it would be better if we had 2 so we can hire out for this agency. And then what we learned by getting more and more clients that way, and we were selective because we didn't want to fuck it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like we didn't want to just immediately have 10 clients if we could, because then I knew that it doesn't matter what your contract says. If you suck at it, they'll just cancel the contract. So we happened by clients 2 and 3, we were learning from everybody, and Foodbeast content got better because now we're making 10 pieces of content for all of our clients a month, and we're like, oh shit, we see what's working on their pages, we see what doesn't, and every month we can audit it, and then it just gets better for all the pages. So we had this bank of data, and that's kind of how the agency started. It I wouldn't say it was pretty random actually. It was just really random, and we just pursued where money was. And
What
it
year,
worked out.
what year was that when that started for you guys?
That was our first client in that capacity where we made content for them that no one knew was Foodbeast generated was probably 2019, right before COVID. Yeah.
Okay.
You're still running.
It's a great part of our business right now.
And it's a good revenue maker, I'm thinking.
It is. And for me, we had in our previous ownership, Foodbeast wasn't always the owners that we had now. There was a lot of discussion around whether that was the right business to be into.
Okay.
And because just focus on branded content, because branded content makes a lot of money per piece, right? Per piece that you make, it makes a lot more money than making 10 pieces of content for someone else. But for me, what I saw in that model was less about the money. The money was nice because it provides a baseline of revenue every month that other publishers were not making. But that baseline revenue, and then for me, it was the process of making content for other people, humbling yourself, learning and making it for someone else, even if you don't think it's cool. The job is, how do you make their content cool? And that forced everyone on our team to just get really dope at content. We thought we were dope for ourselves, but if you can make XYZ brand that you maybe didn't think was the sexiest have really cool content, then you sure as hell can make your own really dope when you get to choose whatever you want to cover. So that was the basis. It was money for sure, but also we learned so much and continue to learn because now we have so many pages we could try things on versus just our own.
Yep. Yeah, I think safe to say for all of us, managing clients is a big reason.
Well, I see a lot of people, a lot of good agencies make their money from that and use that money or leverage to do other great things. You know, I've seen many
Passion
businesses
projects,
that start passion projects because they're creating so much revenue from, let's just say, whatever amounts of clients that they have by doing the management.
Like this.
and then utilizing that and investing that into other restaurants. Or I've seen these guys open up restaurants, you know, and then there's a lot of things. I think
That's what's cool. That's how you fund this podcast, I'm assuming.
It's exactly right.
And what's cool is then you guys get on the podcast. You're just cool. You're yourselves. You're thought leaders, and then people are like, damn,
fun, right?
Yeah, damn, like I would love to work with these fools. Like they're just casually talking about how, like the success that they're having for their clients, or just so natural about it. It was when we had a podcast, that was part of it,
Bro,
right? It was just like,
so
can you
good.
just share knowledge?
So good.
It was Wolfgang Puck before my episode. You had some really good.
People care more about you and meth than they did about Wolfgang Puck. All due respect to Wolfgang. I love Wolfgang. He was Wolfgang Puck. Can we give some flowers to this guy?
100%.
This guy, if you want to reach out to Wolfgang Puck and his team, this dude makes time. He understands what it's about, and he's the GOAT.
He is.
He's better.
I wish we got to meet him,
dude.
man.
Well, I
Damn.
had we had an honor to brunch with him.
Yeah.
And I literally listened to the episode before because Eli had
wow.
such good questions in that episode that I kind of listened to. So I asked him 2 or 3 questions from that podcast, and I saw his eyes like the double espresso. Nobody asked him that. So I'm like, how do you make your double espresso at home? She's like, what? Did you just say double espresso? And then he started going about like how it calibrates the grinder to the
love this guy.
perfect temperature.
Oh my god.
Dude, he's like, I have to grind. It's a grind per order, and he have to calibrate the grinder so it grinds at a perfect temperature.
I love visiting his office. I thought we were gonna visit, and he was gonna be like kind of dismissive or kind of just, you're a busy dude. You own a shit ton of restaurants. You're Wolfgang Puck. We walk into his place. His son was there, who's incredibly kind as well. And
Yeah.
Wolfgang was just casually in. He has a fridge in the corner. It's like this meat locker. And he's just spinning a piece of meat around, telling his son, I think this one's ready. He's like curating meat for his like one restaurant down the street. He's like, I think, and he's like, hey, I forget his son's name. He's like, hey, oui. Is this is ready, right? Oh, Eli, come here. Like, he's so kind. Like, how'd you know my name, bro?
I love that.
Like, he takes the time. He researches who's coming on. So he's not stupid about any of it. And so I appreciate that. When you see someone at his level who can then, context switch and code switch so fast and have a really intimate, focused conversation, that's a skill.
Very with it too.
Yeah.
And I want to say the last thing about the podcast. There's a thing that I always owe it to. The reason that I have a drink at Brew Tea Bar. Do you know about that? Like, I have Brew Tea Bar.
Yeah.
You
we had it
remember?
last time.
Well, yeah.
you guys talked about
The reason that Sue from Brew Tea Bar named this drink after my name and put it in the registry, now you can order it as Ryu Special, is because me, you, and the boys before the podcast went and had the secret drink.
Yeah.
As soon as we came on the podcast, you guys were praising about this one drink that you had. And what was it called? And it was a secret thing. It was a drink that one of the employees made that's not on the menu, and we had it. It was lychee and coconut slushy with egg pudding. It was like white and yellow. And after the podcast, people started coming and ordering it. But they didn't know it's the drink from the podcast. And the owner Sue called me and said, what the fuck is this drink that they're talking about? So I told him it's lychee and fucking coconut slushy with egg pudding. He's like, okay, I'll put it in as Ryu Special. I'm like, great. And ever since then, dude, I've had a drink there.
That's what's up.
So cool. You guys did 124 episodes of your podcast.
Yeah.
What were some lessons from doing that for 2 years?
Only have the conversations that you want to have. So on that podcast, I'll be honest with you, I wanted to do like over half of them. And the ones that I wasn't so excited about doing, I ended up falling in love with the people that we had a conversation with. Like, I don't think there was a singular conversation that I didn't walk away very appreciative of. But for a podcast, and you know this now, doing so many of yours, you have to really, really enjoy it, because it should be the dopest part of your week or your day, however many times you're recording it. And if that's not true, people will suss it out. People will not listen anymore. They can feel it. If you're interested in the conversation, they're gonna love it. If you're not, they're not. So towards the end, our podcast at the time was called The Catch Up, and it was this walking blend of trying to be a funny show, but trying to interview food entrepreneurs and people just doing cool shit in the space. But at the time, Foodbeast didn't really have its footing on what I believe now is like our future as like a very fun, very nice food content organization. Everything has a tinge of silly and funny to it. We do not take it serious. On that podcast, there were some episodes where we took it way too serious, and that's not me anymore. And so I think what I learned is if you're having a podcast, dude, you could just have the conversations you want to have. If you're a streamer, stream the shit that you want to stream. Like, people will be there for you on the streams that you had the most fun on. If you need to take a break, take a break. So for us, we took a break right when COVID hit. We tried to have some conversations, but I was like, I can't make light of COVID. I can't make light of, like, the conversations we were having were like city councilors and like the state of California, and I was like, who's booking this shit, dude? I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
It kind of comes that sometimes, you know what I mean? You can see it leading that way.
Yeah, and it was a hard time for the food industry. So like, who am I to help you navigate this? Like, if I would like to try to make it funny and silly, but like at that time, beginning of COVID, I'm worried about Foodbeast too. I'm like, how do I keep the lights on here? I'm sitting at my fucking kitchen table at home because everyone's at home. I just had knee surgery. The world's closing, and I'm asking somebody about how they're gonna keep their like 15 location pizza chain afloat. I'm like, this shit's depressing content, bro. I'd rather just go play Fortnite. I like government paying us to stay home. Let's stay the fuck home. So I do appreciate it because having those last couple conversations on the podcast with some great people gave me some grounding, talking to other business owners. We connected on like how hard of a time this is together. But yeah, that's the lesson learned is like, if you're not having fun doing it, then why are you doing it? This is a hard business to be doing if you don't like it, you know? And that goes for everything content creation. If you don't like it, if you're creating content to be a social media influencer, quit the fuck now. Just stop. If you're creating content because you have a niche that you really enjoy, if you love traveling, if you love food, if you love music, if you love fashion, if you can build your content around that stuff, you're going to have an awesome time. If you're just doing it because you think you want followers, it genuinely means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Because when Instagram stops working and you don't actually care about any one thing, it's not going to work on TikTok. It's not going to work on whatever the fuck comes next that we have no idea. Gib Gab or fucking what's the new Twitter shit?
The new Twitter shit.
Especially for
called.
podcasts.
I know what you're talking about,
Podcasts
though.
are such a passion project. I feel
Absolutely, and it's a
such
great
big
medium
production too, and it's not the easiest thing to produce.
It's not.
So when you actually do it right, you can see somebody just putting a lot of effort into just their message and their passion, and I think that's saying a lot. You know?
Yeah, and it's all about the content, right? Because you can have a great podcast literally recorded on your phone in a closet if you wanted, right? It doesn't matter how much money you put into your set. If you don't actually care about what you're talking about, that podcast is going to last 3 to 4 episodes.
Right.
The person hosting is going to burn out. People fucking filming it are going to burn out. No one's going to listen, right? But I've heard great podcasts that were just shot on a phone or in a closet. Or, you know, did we record in a hotel room?
Yes.
Out of a fucking... we didn't have a mic
wasn't
stand.
supposed to be
You guys were
on
at
the
Aria,
podcast,
right?
by the way. I was not. You came to get high and go to David Copperfield. Remember that?
Yes, I do, baby. David Copperfield.
So it was like a
weird ass show, my dude. Fucking weird. That shit is weird, dude. How do you have a whole fucking section of MGM dedicated to you? This shit's crazy. Great show, though. Dude, have you guys been to a David Copperfield show?
No.
Bro.
That was the funniest episode.
So we got high as fuck. First of all, thank you. He picked us.
Picked you up.
This is a lot of tangents, but so you picked us up from the airport because you're just a G.
Never met you guys before.
Never met us
What a
before.
great call to do that.
And you were just like, yo, you need a ride? I was like, I turned to my partner at the time, was like, yo, yeah. We're like, hell yeah, this guy's cool. And so he picks us up. We meet. We have the best conversation just getting to our hotel. I was like, dude, do you want to be on the podcast?
Yeah, he's like, stop talking. Maybe.
Yeah. We literally were like, can you just save some of this? Because it's so good. And that's the point of like, we had some guests planned, but I was like, I'm not excited about them anymore. This shit is fucking tight. This guy got through a drug problem. This guy moved here. This guy like propped himself up by his own shit. And I was like, this is the conversation. And we're joking and laughing. Fucking, he just gave us weed and we paid for it. No, we didn't. Actually, thank you. He's not a dealer. We went to a spot. So anyways, we went to David Copperfield because we wanted to do this bit where we get high and we go to a magic show. So David Copperfield is like OG. We go. The show's so weird.
I remember you guys saying this.
We go there. We get really nice seats, like second row back, because I'm too nervous to sit front row. And, bro, the magic's not very good. And I'm high. So, and I'm like, no one's going to clap. I'm like high enough. I'm like, no one's going to clap at this shit. And sure enough, people run wearing like all black, like stagehands, run through the aisles, drop little stepping stools down. Right next to me, I'm like on the aisle seat, and they drop a stepping stool. She steps up, this like girl, she couldn't be more than like 5'6". She steps up on the stepping stool and starts clapping.
No way.
As like a sign for everyone to step up and start clapping. And I'm like, I'm high as balls, dude. I'm like, who the fuck is this? I'm like, is the fire alarm gonna go off? And I'm looking, and this guy, the show is like Copperfield like resurrecting an alien baby.
What?
This is the weirdest fucking magic show ever. And has anyone seen? No one's seen this shit.
You're the only one that saw that.
I literally thought everyone in that place was a plant. Everyone got paid to be there, and me and Izzy and our people we were with, we're all the suckers that paid $75. I'm glad I didn't pay for the fucking meet and greet, because I think this dude like has a tunnel built underneath the MGM Grand for him and all his plants. This is crazy, bro.
You didn't get invited to.
No, we paid for it. We paid for it. Because they're not going to let you go, and because our whole bit was we wanted to get really high and go, and I don't think anyone like at MGM wanted us to do that. So we're like, we'll just pay for it. And sure enough, that's why it's not on their media tours, bro. That shit is wild.
So funny. That was so funny. Awesome. Okay, so we still have a little bit more to go.
Yeah.
This is the same. No, Don Chewy still.
Okay.
This is a ham and egg. We haven't had a ham and egg one. We're just gonna take a bite of this. We got to move on to the Robertos.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll take that one right there.
Okay.
I do remember the wet
Whose are these?
machaca.
I'm going to take one of these.
Yep.
Yeah. So this one's ham. Is the protein in this? Mm-hmm. Ham, a little potato.
That needs salsa.
Maybe it's been sitting here for too long.
Yeah.
It's a little more bland than.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't mind ham in my breakfast burrito. Ham's okay.
Ham's good for the kids. It's like a kid's meal breakfast burrito. A little ham, a little peanut butter and jelly on the side.
So is John Chewy ham?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. This is hype, dude.
All right. By the way, the carrots. I'm really into the carrots.
Oh, yeah.
Where are
You ever
these
get
from?
carrots? These are from the Robertos.
Robertos.
I don't like. Okay. You get carrots when you go to.
Yeah, turn it into an all-you-can-eat buffet. If I see a salsa bar with carrots, bro, I'm sessioning carrots.
Oh,
Me
wow.
too. Do you like the
That's good.
crispy ones like that, or do you like the softer ones that are more? You know what I'm talking about? The
Yeah.
carrots
So
are
I had a
softer?
soft one. This is from the same spot. So I think one's been marinating a little bit more.
No. This is from another spot. This is
Those
from
are-
Roberto's.
oh, okay.
That's from Don Chewy's or something like that.
Okay.
See, the softer ones are the ones that I like.
Yeah. It's sensual. Where it's just like you expect a crunch, but it just
But
like
it's-
breaks
it-
away in your mouth.
I almost
it's like a nice
think
piece of
like
Wagyu
they
carrot.
parboil it a little bit and then
Oh, makes sense.
The parboiled. My man's a
they
chef.
care. They care.
My man's a chef
They
with a
care,
parboiled.
Parboil.
I don't know any like cooking technique terms, so I explain food. It's just about.
How do you have the kitchen
whatever
lead
you
and
do.
not
But-
know?
Yeah, but I'm just the host. I don't actually cook.
I'm just the host.
Oh, that one looks good.
It
I can see
does.
from here.
Yeah.
This is
Roberto's
a
always my
Roberto's.
go-to. I've had a Roberto's breakfast burrito, I think, every
So this
single
is
hour of the day.
Roberto's
for the
Machaca.
years I've lived in Vegas.
This is what my hope from this podcast is that we inspire at least one youngin out there to try Machaca burrito.
Oh, they will. They will.
They will.
They
bro.
definitely will. After this one, are you kidding me?
Just do some meth. Go get a Machaca breakfast burrito.
But don't
Some
go to
fucking
David
joke.
Copperfield.
Don't go to David Copperfield. That dude's already made his money, bro. I don't care.
Does he? Does
Not
that
affecting a
exist
small
still? Does
business.
David Copperfield still exist?
Yeah, I think he's got like a lifetime contract there. He's got a huge warehouse on Russell. You ever
Which
seen
is
that?
not that long.
It's named. The building is named. It's the Copperfield
No
Theater.
way.
Yeah, it's crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
What the?
Okay.
Roberto's salsa is right there on that.
Okay. Yeah, we got the salsa that goes with it.
There's like chunks in here.
Machaca.
This is from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. That's what Ryu said.
Here you go.
Yeah. Let me see this. Let me see what this is
A
about.
lot of tortilla in this ass.
What is this, bro?
Everyone's on the ass train now. What do you think? It's been fun watching him give food reviews.
That's not the best machaca I've had today.
It's not.
It doesn't look.
It's a
the
little
best.
dry.
You're right.
Right. There's a lot of tortilla.
The beef is a little drier.
Yeah, the beef is dry.
I didn't know that I liked wet machaca until now.
Yeah.
I'd rather have it more wet and juicy than this.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Interesting.
This is not my favorite.
No.
This is definitely not
No.
my.
Keem, what's your favorite kind of food?
I mean, I can't live without pizza. You know, I'm from New York,
Yep.
and like I haven't been home in like months.
Wow.
I've been traveling all throughout the world.
Crazy.
So the one thing I miss is like New York pizza. So,
What's your go-to spot in New York?
oh man, that's too hard.
Don't blow it, bro. Give a top 3.
Honestly, it's really hard to say. It depends too, but I do want to shout out from a slice of pizza. If I'm in Midtown Manhattan, I'm going to New York Pizza Suprema. So a lot of people swear by Joe's and things like
I
that.
swear by Joe's. I lived in New York for
I'm sorry, Joe's is overrated.
Okay.
It is not good. I'm sorry.
I'm going back tonight, actually.
Really?
What?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. What the heck?
I'm doing.
Go
I
to
do a
Pizza
double-
Suprema.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I do a double of Mamoon's falafel and Joe's pizza.
Mamoon falafel is so good.
Mamoon's is
My
the
favorite.
best.
lived
I
in
love
Soho
it.
in dorm for 4 years. Just
Yes.
yeah.
Mamoon's. It's
Never
a
been
late
heard
night
of it.
spot.
I need to.
Oh
I need
my
to,
gosh.
I need to write this
Best
down.
It's a
falafel, the
falafel spot.
spiciest sauce I've ever gotten from an Arab
Yep.
joint ever, bro.
Yep.
Ever? It's coming from you.
Really hot.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
little
yeah.
Squeeze bottle.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it's
spicy
fucking
sauce
hot.
is fire.
And the guy who was putting is like, "Yo, careful with it."
Yeah.
He was like, "Careful with it, habibi." And I was a little joking, like, "Yeah, don't talk to me like a child." I wish he talked more to me.
It was fucking hot.
It was fucking so hot.
Yeah. Some of my friends had gifted me the hot sauce here, and I have it in the fridge, but it's useless because I don't have falafel or shawarma. So what the fuck? It just sits
Yeah.
there all sealed up in my fridge.
You can have it with like halal too, though.
Yeah.
I think it would be good with halal too.
I'd probably turn it up.
Yeah.
Okay, this one.
So this is the same spot, right, Roberto's?
Yeah, Roberto's,
Roberto's, sorry.
regular sausage, I think.
Never had this one.
I'm assuming.
What do you order?
I just
Kinda
order
sounded-
a bacon or a ham and egg burrito usually.
Paul, I'm assuming the one that you don't like. This kind of potato. This is not it. This is like a mashed potato burrito.
It's a baked potato burrito, kind of like a. You know what I mean?
Where's the egg?
Yeah, I don't see
Mashed
the egg.
potato. Yeah, that's more like it. It's just for me.
Wow.
Yeah, this is tough.
See, when you taste it side by side, when it's 2 a.m. drunk as
no.
fuck, good.
That shit's gone.
Yeah.
For me, flavor is lacking, dog. You know what I mean? And I think the potato takes so much away from trying that salty taste. It's just so much.
Yeah.
blank.
Yeah, see, I don't like reviewing food.
No, I don't ever
So,
go
but-
7.6, but still,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
not as good.
Yeah, but this is a.
That's not that good.
Listen, I never review food, but this is a 0.
It's all right. It's all right.
Listen, I would never talk ill about food. I would not eat this again.
You don't
Yeah,
have.
it's very
No.
dry. I'm gonna be honest, it's super
yeah,
dry.
It is really dry.
And it's Roberto's.
Hella
That's the
crumbly.
standard, right? That's
Yeah.
the
It's
pretty-
standard
Yeah.
of.
Here's the thing: if I was
Convenient.
really drunk, I would still not eat it. I wouldn't.
Yeah, so we got Eli's last place.
I'm sure the other one was palatable for sure.
Yeah, I agree. The other one's way better in my opinion.
Yeah, this is like too thick of a potato. And I kind of have the same feeling about too much rice. You know, you hit that bite with rice only, no salsa,
Fair.
a little too bland.
Roberto's not showing up.
Okay, so now what? We're done.
Are we done?
We are?
We had.
Oh wow!
We have Sayulita?
Wait, what's this
We
one?
did great.
Oh, no, we have Sayulutas left.
Another Machaca.
Oh.
I think that'll be it.
Wait. This is actually...
had Sayulitas,
Hold on.
and
This
it's
is actually
awesome.
exciting. I can't believe we missed it.
Dude, they have so many cool burritos though.
Dude, they crush it. Look how big this is, guys.
That's what I'm talking about.
First
That's
of
also
all,
the most expensive.
Holy!
First
How
of
much
all,
is this?
Sheer size.
With delivery, probably 20.
What?
Good lord.
Sheer size, but it's
Oh,
for...
look how juicy it is.
It's for 4.
Oh, that's wet.
It's wet.
It's big.
Oh
It's
That's like a
man.
at least
Chipotle
a double.
burrito,
That's
man.
triple wrap
At
for your
least a
protection,
double
dude.
the
Look at
girth.
this thing.
Huge.
This is at least a double the girth.
Oh
We'll
my
have
God.
to see how the tortilla
we
is,
go.
because like some of the burritos that are really big.
It's a little shorter, though.
dense
It's a little
tortilla.
shorter.
Yeah,
it's-
but the
it's
size
like-
is right.
It's not going to hit bottom, but
The size is right.
Break the shit out the
Texture
side.
looks like it's.
It looks
good.
great.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
You know what Filipino wrap this? This shit looks awesome.
Yeah, that looks. Dude, that looks-
While he's cutting that up,
It's like lumpia type. You know?
Eli, can you give me a funny story of someone trying to get a job at Foodbeast? All the years, you must have it somewhere.
Yo, Keem tried to proposition me for a job last night live in front of thousands of viewers.
Oh yeah, I did.
He's like, I need a ride to TwitchCon.
Yeah, I was like, can I get hired for TwitchCon?
So that was probably weird.
Awkward.
No, he's good. Dang, a funny story. I love it when people don't read the room of like what type of work it is, and they come to an interview like in a full suit.
Okay,
That's kind of tough. I had one kid come in. He actually got the internship, and then he got a job later. But I had to roast him for it because he came in like a dusty ass old suit with like his resume and a clipboard. I was like, bro, we're a digital company. It's not that long ago. I was like, you can have this internship if you just never wear that suit again. Like, not here, just never, nowhere. Just fucking burn it.
Not anywhere. Not just
Literally, like, do yourself a favor. If you don't work here after, he doesn't work with us anymore. But wherever you go next, just never wear the suit again. I hope it's not like a hand-me-down from his dad or some shit, but
Sounds like it would be a dusty dead suit.
yeah. I think he bought it from like Mervin's though. This is a good size. This is a good
That's-
size. I'm gonna put no
That's
sauce on it.
good.
I love it when the moisture says you don't even need the sauce.
Yo.
Great.
Yeah. This is nice. Look at the color on the meat too. Goodness gracious.
It's the amounts of meat.
Yeah. This is worth it.
Yeah,
Look at that.
This is worth it.
for sure. It's a double. It's really good.
They've all been sitting just the same amount of time. This one was sitting the longest, arguably, because it's the last one we ate.
Nice and warm.
And it's still warm. It's still juicy. No excuses made.
Yeah.
Sayulitas.
Shout out. That's good.
Yeah, I'm with that.
That's really good. I like it a lot.
See? But again, it's the Machaca burrito.
I think so. No, that's a revelation. I don't know why I haven't been
kinda
ordering
like?
machaca. Yeah.
I'm so glad.
I'm so happy that I learned about this. Is it because they're not on breakfast menus? Is that why
It's
I miss
because
it?
it's not on the breakfast. I don't know what the racism is on the Machaca versus every other
The
fucking.
categoryism.
I'm a big advocate of this. Like,
Maybe they're trying to keep
Unfairness.
keep it away from the
you know what?
non-Latinos.
Fuck
Maybe
the
they're like
breakfast
putting it.
burrito menu. Fuck that menu.
they're like
I
hipsters
want
are-
to stay on the burrito menu.
Maybe they're like, yo, the hipsters keep ordering all the breakfast burritos. Let's keep the machaca to ourselves. So they put it on the regular menu.
Yeah, maybe.
This is nice.
You know, it has eggs in it. It should move over to the breakfast section.
That's true.
Yeah, this is.
You know, there's that.
Recency bias, or is this the best one? Maybe recency bias.
Top 2 for me.
I
top
think that's
two?
my favorite. How do I say it? Machaca.
Machaca.
Machaca. That's my favorite machaca one.
Same, 100%.
Yeah.
That's like hands down the best Machaca burrito in here.
Yeah,
For the Don Chewy.
Ooh,
that one was good too.
Yeah.
the wet.
Yeah,
The wet?
yeah. It was very tender.
But that wetness kind of like, I like this. I think this is perfect.
Yeah,
It could be too wet.
Were you taking notes, huh?
I was.
Okay, nice.
I'm ranking.
Oh, he does have a.
Yeah.
Because I forgot.
Yeah, so my rankings would have been the Don Chewy's, I guess, killing it for me. Don Chewy Machaca, Sayuli's Machaca, Don Chewy's sausage, and then the Taco Man signature breakfast burrito were close 3 and 4. Dead last is Roberto's sausage. And then Durango Taco Shop chorizo and egg. The first one we had was terrible.
So there's Taco Man, Durango Taco Shop. Durango Taco Shop, I don't even fucking remember. Because it had rice in it.
It was low.
Oh yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
For me, I think it goes to Sayuluta's Machaca. And the Taco Man signature breakfast burrito with all that stuff in it with a little bit of buttery.
Taco Man's your client?
Yeah.
Yeah, Taco Man's gotta be number one.
No, real talk.
I mean,
Real
gotta
talk.
be
That was
number
my
one.
favorite.
gotta be
really?
number one.
Yeah,
Machaca was
actually,
number
that was
one.
my favorite
The one with the hash
The
browns.
Taco Man, yeah, the one with the hash brown layer on the bottom of it. Oh my, that was
Yeah.
really good.
You get a Taco Man style?
Yeah.
Yeah. Taco Man.
Follow me on TikTok.
I think that's gonna be a
I
reel
love
later
Eli.
today.
I love Eli. But by far, the Roberto's is the. No, it's either Durango Taco Shop or Roberto's is the worst.
Roberto's was the worst.
Roberto's is the worst. You're right.
Shockingly.
That's shocking, though. I thought
Yeah.
Roberto's would be actually up there.
That was the one with the mashed potato one that we
We
ordered?
ate
Yeah.
it just before this
Yeah,
one.
with that ton of
Oh, yeah,
ton of
that one.
tortilla.
That one was tough.
Yeah.
We ordered meat on it or no? It was a big
Yeah.
mashed
Yeah.
potato burrito?
Mashed potato had, dude, that
That's
had
tough,
sausage in it, and you didn't even get it because you got potato.
Yeah, that's
and
tough.
cheese.
Thinking
That's
of
tough.
Stroganoff would have been better.
I gotta tell you though, the $9.99 Don Chewies burrito, that's absolutely worth it. That wet one.
Yeah.
that was a good
a
one.
great
Sausage
one.
one.
That was a great one.
I'm going there now.
Yeah, you guys have great. This is great. I mean, all things considered, you guys have great breakfast burritos though. So I know you guys just ordered what was closest too, but this is crazy. You can't do this in New York.
You can't. No, I'm gonna be honest. You can't. You can't find these
Well, so
type
many
of
of the
burritos.
Mexican places are owned by Chinese people in the.
Yeah, I think so. I would be honest.
Was that bad?
You can't find good Mexican food,
It's just a different kind
but
of taco.
you can find good Mexican
It's
food in New
AAPI
York.
month,
It's just not the
dude.
same as the West Coast.
I don't know why either.
Let him cook.
No,
Yeah,
let him cook some fucking Mexican food, dog. What the hell?
So they would do like this classic sauteed dark meat chicken thigh chicken taco. You know the ones I'm talking about in New York? Like it's not, they're all owned by Asians.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay.
The
been a while.
dark meat, what?
It's like their classic
Like
chicken
a
taco with
wet
nothing.
chicken. Wet
It's like
chicken.
yeah, they
Oh.
just sauteed a bunch of chicken and they threw it in a tortilla and that's the whole fucking
Oh, what
taco.
the heck?
But does the tortilla get wet?
No, it's just a.
You gotta get wet
Wait,
before.
tacos is a different story though. Burritos, that's
Okay.
different from
Yeah, I don't-
tacos.
I don't
New
think-
York has some good taco spots. Like I'll have to say, like it has some really good taco spots. So, you can't say that New York doesn't have tacos.
Okay, burritos.
Burritos though, I
zero
agree.
tacos. I don't know.
I agree. They have
Tacos,
they have
Block
food.
heads still
tacos.
exist?
They have food. I didn't say that. Don't miss my words.
New York's tacos are good too, man. They got some good taco spots. Okay, dude.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I just
Listen.
nodded.
All right, forget it. I'm gonna not get carried away here. Make this personal.
But what was their most like a recent thing? Was it tuna sandwich series?
I'm
Or
on a
are
hunt
you
for
still
peanut
on
butter
the
and
breakfast-
jellies, man. I'm on a hunt for peanut
jelly?
butter and jellies. I'm trying to represent the underrepresented foods.
How many peanut butter and jelly can you find on a menu?
That's what I'm trying to find. I thought there'd be more at Disneyland, but they don't have them. People are afraid of nut allergies, so they only
right,
sell
that's
Uncrustables
right.
at Disneyland.
They
That's
don't? Oh,
crazy,
wow.
bro. The woke mob is taking away our
The
peanut
nut
butter.
allergy is real.
Well, the peanut butter
It really
jelly.
is crazy though. Bringing a peanut butter and jelly to a school is like code red now. My wife's a teacher. You're not allowed to do that.
What?
They seriously,
Yeah.
you will get suspended for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You cannot bring that shit to
Really?
school. I'm dead serious.
What the hell?
Yeah. So I'm trying to
I'm
represent
trying to
them
represent
properly.
and get the power of the peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah. Keep
There-
peanut butter on the menus.
I can't even tell you a restaurant that has a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that I can. There's a peanut butter and jelly the French toast that I told you about at Le Café.
Yeah.
I don't know any.
Yeah, we couldn't
you
do
can't-
that here.
Do you know peanut butter and jelly sandwich that's out there?
No, I never ordered it.
Yeah, it's dry out there. It's dry out there for the peanut butter and jellies.
Well,
we're gonna bring-
It's a tough sector.
It's a tough sector. I know. Watch it make a comeback.
I know, you can bring it back.
I feel like that was classic Vegas, in the 60s and the 50s.
Right.
Wayne Newton, Elton John. Like
Elvis putting his
Elvis.
banana in there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying. Bring them back. I know you guys know people. Let's start bringing it on. Maybe
People
a
are gonna
lavo or
watch
some
this
shit.
and go, is Eli serious or is he not serious? We're dead serious.
I
Maybe
don't
next time
appreciate
we'll
that
all
we're
make our
fucking
own.
serious.
We'll make our own gourmet peanut butter.
It doesn't even need to be gourmet. Just white bread.
With white bread.
White bread.
Oh, you got fast 10?
I got a fast 10.
Oh shit.
Some are for Eli, some are round table. Today, I don't know. We'll just try to go through them all.
He answered my fast 10.
What? If I answered it for you?
Yeah, and I answer yours.
You just gotta be quicker.
I'm just kidding. We can
Today, not all time, but just today, what are your 2 favorite social media apps today?
Ooh. Discord and Twitch.
Oh, I'm answering these too?
Oh, yeah, everyone is.
Okay, Twitch and YouTube. Yeah.
Okay.
Is YouTube social media?
It is, yeah. It is.
It's an app. It's an app.
Yeah.
Okay.
So YouTube, I'm gonna go Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. And I'll go Instagram and YouTube as well, for sure.
Fuck.
What's more useless, TikTok stories or the mashed potatoes and Korean barbecue banchan?
Wait, what's more? Wait, whoa, whoa.
What's more
Do
useless?
you know the story behind the potato salad and Korean banchan? Do you know why that's
I
always
know
there?
it gets left alone all the time.
No, I love it.
No,
I love it.
They've actually done the study.
TikTok
and
stories are
potato
useless.
salad is one of the most popular items in banchan over a lot of other things. So when you go to those places that has 4 options and they still have the fucking potato salad on there, I always ask, out of all the options, you fucking left the potato salad out of the top 4? He's like, that's our top 4.
This is the inside information I need.
I cannot. Is that only true in the United States?
This guy's managed so many Korean barbecue
I've had
restaurants.
banchan a lot. I've never had the potato salad.
What?
What are you talking about,
They,
dude?
they don't. They never.
It's the oddest item on the table. Every time you sit down at a Korean barbecue
skip
table
it.
and go, why the fuck
Wait,
is the
do
potato
they not,
salad?
maybe they don't do that in the East Coast or something. I gotta
but
find out. I've
every Korean
never
spot
had
I
a
go
potato
to-
potato salad.
It
has-
is definitely
has potato
useless,
salad.
though. I agree. So what
I
was
know
the
the white
question?
kimchi, the
TikTok
radish
stories
kimchi.
or the potato salad and Korean barbecue banchan? What's the most useless?
TikTok stories. Useless. What the fuck? Why? I don't understand what that feature is at all.
I'm gonna go with the potato salad thing because I've never even had that shit. What the fuck?
It's like a whipped potato. They take an ice cream scoop.
I
and
have
they put it
never
in,
had that.
it
I've
just
had a
sits
lot
there
of
on the
banchan.
plate.
They do not do that in the East Coast.
Every Korean barbecue photo I have probably has that shit in. I'm gonna show you one.
Oh, Korean barbecue, yeah, but ponjon? That's different. That's like fried chicken.
Oh,
Oh,
no, I said banchan.
Banchan.
Yeah, sorry, my Korean.
all the side dishes.
Oh,
Yeah.
now I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
I never get
kid
potato
in the
salad with my
house,
Korean fried chicken.
Yo, that's
a good
actually
idea.
excuse Phil on the bad Korean pronunciation on the panchan
What
is what they're
the-
the side dishes. You know,
L
the side
pronunciation.
dishes. There's
L.
meat,
Panchan,
there's
panchan.
panchan, and there's always that
I was like,
fucking potato
oh,
salad.
okay, now I know what you're
that
talking
potato,
about. Now I
but
know.
still, that potato salad is fucking useless. We all know this.
Damn, bro, that shit is
But-
tight.
Okay.
But everyone,
It's
I'm telling you,
going, bro.
it's one of the
Yeah,
most
it's tight.
popular
Y'all haters,
panchan on the
bro.
table. They claim the
Is
owners
it because
claim.
all you need is people are just trying to fill up and be full when they leave?
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know why.
I only want to eat the meat, but I don't know.
Fire.
It beats fish cake sometimes.
I don't understand
fish
fish.
cake.
I don't understand
You know-
fish cakes though.
The fish
8 ounce?
cakes, yo,
Hold
the
up.
fish
The
cake
dude showed
panchan,
me-
bro. That
to
shit
go
is
around.
fire.
Another good idea.
Fire.
So much better.
Bro, if they got the correct oil on it, bro, it's a wrap, man.
The thing is, but he contrasted it
telling
with the
you.
TikTok stories, bro.
The
Who uses
sesame
that
oil
shit?
is what they need on there.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the fish cakes?
No, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You got to get the
I got
right
you.
one.
Okay.
All right, Eli, in 2018, you deleted all of your social media apps on your phone, went dark, and wrote a pretty cool article about it. How long did that end up lasting?
Not long. I did it because I didn't want the relationship with social media to be one way, where like social media uses me, and so I realized I woke up, and the inspiration behind that was I was sitting on my couch with a bunch of my friends, and I looked up, and every last one of them was just down in their phone, and I was like, what the fuck are we even doing here? I took my phone, closed it, turned it off, and told them I'm not going to be on social media for 30 days because I knew that's what they were on. And because I was like, this is weird. Like, what if you just step out, just the existentialism of all, you just step away and you're in a room with your best friends you haven't seen in a while, but you're visiting them and everyone's just like this. It was so eye-opening to me that I was like, I'm done. I'm done with social media. And I thought it was a funny thing because we run a social media agency. Our whole business is predicated on getting views on social media. So I walked into work the next day with no phone. And I was like, guys, we're going to figure this shit out. And so it was the fun journey of trying to figure it out. That article, I think, is still up.
Yeah,
but,
I read it yesterday. It was so
but
cool.
I still think to this day, what I like to do on social media is I set time constraints, like the app, the iPhone or whatever you use. The iPhone's the only phone. You use that, and you set like hour limits. You just gotta set your hour limits on it. And I still punch through those hour limits, but it's good to remind yourself, like, oh motherfucker, you were looking at a phone for an hour, and then your screen time for the day is 9 hours of every day of your life. What the fuck? Turn up and look at somebody. I'm preaching to myself because I still got I got like 13, 14 hours, baby, every day. I can't go to sleep without 3 hours of TikTok. But on a podcast,
Yeah.
hey, social media is bad for you. It's really bad. It's really bad for you. It's terrible for you. It gives you like the worst. It gives you the best of everything, and you get clout for the worst of everything too. There's no nuance. There's none of that. That's why streaming is kind of fun, because you see someone for 8 hours and you get the rawness of it. Podcasts are cool. You see the rawness of it. And the immediate feedback is unnecessary, right? On a podcast, just sit with the conversation, enjoy it. That's why I don't even think of YouTube as a social media. That's why I regret my answer on that one, because I do, but I'll respect the game. And you fucking put me on blast. I had to do it first, and then you guys are all the best. Fucking copied my answer and then fixed it.
Copy my
So you go fuck yourselves.
Have you guys ever unplugged for an entire day?
Fuck no.
Entire day. That's
What are you talking
I unplugged
Yeah,
for
I
a
mean,
long time.
how do you deal with this? How do you deal with this?
Social media, like before I started all this, like I wasn't. I think it
year
was
did
like
you start?
3 years or something like that. I quit, and I quit for like 3 years, and I just enjoyed it. It was good. It was very refreshing. But the thing so you had your moment, right? My moment was like when your friends would find out news about you through your social media and not hit you up directly. Like I hated that. So I was like, you know what? Screw that. You're gonna have to hit me up directly. You're gonna have to call me. You're gonna have to text me. You're not gonna find out through my social media, you know? So it's just super unhealthy, you know, unhealthy relationships practices. So I was like, I'm all for this.
You guys been to a reunion, like a high school or something reunion, college reunion recently?
No, not recently.
Social media ruined that shit. Where do you go? Well, I went to my high school reunion, my 10-year, and like everyone knows everything about each other. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, I didn't even want to go. Actually, I wanted to go, but I already knew everything, and like kind of ruined it.
Yeah.
And then everyone there is just,
Yeah.
what's going on? Anyways,
But I don't know. I don't want to go off on a tangent here, but I just talked to one of my friends who has little kids, and during the pandemic, the school set up like a social media platform for the school. So they made new kids, you know, from their school on the social media app, hung out every day with these people. They were playing games or whatever. Pandemic breaks, they go back to school. So my friends ask him after a few weeks of school, it's like, so what's your friends like? And they're like, what do you mean? It's like, what, you know, the friends that you met on the app, what are they like? It's like, I haven't what? It's
never
like,
met them.
Why would I want to? These kids
Yeah.
don't need to meet these people in real life. They have no desire to do that.
Bro, I know grown-ups.
That's the crazy shit. Like, I don't even think I know a person until I meet a person in real life.
Same. Well, what's crazy is like I don't know how old this guy is, but like in our 30s and our 40s, we've known a world before social media, and now there is social media, and you see it even in your 30s and 40s how social media can unprogram and reprogram people, where they become shells of themselves, and they become like they don't know how to handle an everyday setting.
Right.
They come to something like this, or they come to a meeting, and they just can't talk because they're just used to the screen, and they're used to like having the whole conversation in their head but never having it out loud.
Yeah.
Now imagine what happens with little kids who are getting this shit for the first time.
Exactly right.
Right? So that part is scary to me, because man, when I see fully formed adults after social media and after COVID, and seeing how they can't talk anymore, and seeing how they can't function day to day without, like, again, looking back down at their phone or not being able to continue a conversation. I can't imagine if a kid is doing the same thing with all the screen time. Like, now you're programming way younger at it. And this isn't like doomsday shit on social media. A lot of it's super fun. I think that's why you can instill like a good relationship with it, where you only interact with it to better yourself or for pure entertainment. But like, bro, 13 hours of just checking other people's lives is not healthy.
You guys ever think that you're lucky that you knew both sides in your lifetime?
Totally.
Both sides, as in what? Like
Before
Life and
before the
100%.
social media,
1000%,
internet,
yeah.
After?
That's the reason. I feel like that's the reason why I've been able to be successful on this platform, because
The real human connection.
just having the real connections, authentic relationships, and just being like the real me, being a genuine person, and people see that, and that's what they desire, and sometimes they can't even find it. It's sad.
Because the ultimate question is, how much is that necessary? Is like real human connection versus building your followers on digital world.
So important, especially with what I do. Like the thing that I'm trying to do with my channel and my content is create a vicarious experience that people can live through. So I want them to feel like they have a connection to me, you know, like not in like a weird, like we have this word on Twitch we throw around, parasocial.
Yeah.
Like not in like a weird parasocial way to where they feel like they know me and like they're my family member or a friend or something like that. But I do want them to feel a sense of connection to me, you know, because that's what I want to be able to offer them as a live streamer. So
I think that's one of the
entertainment.
most important shit
yeah,
that we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
yeah.
The change. How is the new going to handle this?
Yeah.
That's why I mentioned earlier that people that have a platform as creators, you need to keep reminding people that it's cool to be inspiring other creators, but inspire them to create and keep reminding them to create things that are important to them or close to them and not be about the numbers. Like it sounds stupid, right? It's like not about, literally not about the numbers, because I get people asking me when I, like if I visit a college or something and they're like, yo, like I just want to make it. I'm like, cool, but like what are you into?
Yeah.
Just give me like one thing that you're into. Like are you into video games? Cause like you can make it around video games, but don't just, I want to be on YouTube,
money,
but like
right.
why? Like they don't even want money. That's what's crazy. It's like money's not the driver for a lot of them. They just want like their name next to a lot of followers and maybe a blue check mark. Like that's what they want. Versus like, yo, you know, if you're just like the dopest scientist in the world, you can make a shit ton of content around being a dope scientist or being a dope therapist. Like that is cool. Cause then if you get a big following for being dope therapist on Instagram, when Instagram goes away, you can still be a dope therapist on TikTok. You have the same knowledge base, you have the same personality. But if you just got big on Instagram because you hacked it or you knew a bunch about the algorithm, you're not gonna know shit about the TikTok algorithm. You might, but then the risk of moving over is gonna be huge, and your whole self-worth is in a number and not in the shit that you know. And that's what like I try to like talk to my little cousins about and all that is like, yo, just find something you like. Just dive into that. And then if you become popular over that, cool, but try to make a living on that thing first. Social media will come. The social media is just a vehicle. It's just, you just get in that car, but it's the same. You're the person, you want to be able to get into another car that's just as fast or drives different, but you have the same skill set as a human. So fuck your followers.
Damn, my man Eli been dropping
Bars today.
Yeah, but this is why we have Eli. You know,
Fuck your
you should have
followers.
seen
So
Eli in
jams.
Clubhouse during pandemic, dude. Like,
Fuck Clubhouse. I'm just kidding.
it's so crazy.
Fuck everything.
He would crush these rooms, you know, and it's just like a lot of knowledge because he's been in the game for so fucking long.
Old heads now.
What's the best place for a lunch meeting in Santa Ana?
Pickleball.
Pickleball.
Let's go. Are you playing pickleball?
Yeah, I'm playing a lot of pickleball professionally. Tyson McGuffin, where you at, bro? David Dobrik, where you at? Yeah, we're playing pickleball professionally now. But so I say that because that's our new lunch meeting. We used instead of golfing, we play pickleball. But a good lunch meeting in Santa Ana is Detention. Detention is a restaurant right underneath our office. You can book a reservation and you'll sit at a couch and have nice little snack bites and nice cocktails.
I don't know. I don't have a go-to answer. I'm sorry.
Chicken nuggets.
okay.
I need to work
Chicken
on this
nuggets.
stuff. Having more go-to
nuggets.
answers. Yeah, McDonald's in Times Square. Let's just leave it at that. McDonald's at
Just
Times
troll
Square.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Not crowded at all. You know, you be there.
Yeah, no tables to sit at. Except.
Hey, shout out to the Big Mac sauce bag that you have.
Yeah, that thing is
What's
sick,
up with the
man.
McDonald's
Oh, I didn't see that.
sponsorship, bro?
I wish they
That's
did
new.
sponsor.
Oh,
I wish
little
they
flask,
did sponsor.
little flask.
Hey,
Okay.
Beautiful.
When's this episode come out?
This is gonna come out end of May.
End of May.
3 weeks.
Okay. Y'all have to the end of May to send the bag to the Las Vegas Phil podcast. Mr. Keem, Jump Force. Keep this in there. and
That I want.
Book of Eli.
I want that. Is that a fanny pack?
it's a fanny pack.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. I love merch. I don't care. I love merch.
I think one of my
food merch.
boys got sent this package.
Oh,
The
that's
silver buckle. Yeah, show the silver
yeah,
buckle.
yeah,
My
yeah.
boy got
Show
one
the
of those.
buckle.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
That looks great.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Just
The
gangster.
silver gang.
It's just gangster right here. Bah, bah, bah.
Still
Oh,
got
there's
tags on
a
it?
zipper
Still got
on it.
tags on it?
Yeah, you got to keep the tags on. Gotta keep the tags on. I might hawk this on eBay.
You never know.
It depends how this World Tour season goes. Depends how the Lakers land tonight.
What's the most you've ever paid for a pair of shoes?
I'm not a shoe guy.
Man.
So the most I paid was recently for pickleball shoes, like $150.
I think it was like $350 on a pair of Jordans or something.
Damn,
like
I'm
that.
fucking
Rich.
rich.
This
dude.
was a while ago. No, this was a while
that's
ago.
just a
I used to
standard
collect
now, right?
shoes in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to collect like SBs and stuff. Yeah, so.
I'm
think it's
guessing
like
yours
350.
weren't sneakers.
No, you know what? I don't buy shoes. I'm not a sneaker guy. I have few because like gifts and stuff. I think the most expensive shoe I own is like a Louis Vuitton dress shoes that I bought just now, and it was like I'll never buy another one of those again. It was so expensive. I've never paid that.
Probably like over $1,000, right? For sure, right?
Louis Vuitton shoes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Phil, what's your most expensive
I'm
pair of shoes?
thinking like a little less than 200 and they were dress shoes.
And you bought them. It wasn't like dress shoes you bought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not gifted shoes. I got gifted a pair of Jordans. They're tight. I don't know how much they cost. They looked expensive. I didn't wear
my
them for a
Louis Vuitton
while.
was a gift too.
What?
It was like a
okay.
gift card.
Oh shit.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. What are a couple things about old school social media that you miss now?
Damn.
That's a good question.
That's a great. Remember bulletin boards?
What?
Message boards. Yeah, bulletin boards. That was my first taste of social media growing up, because I was like, if you're younger in the early stages of like AOL and shit, you were a genius if you knew how to like HTML code, and so I always built websites and newsletters and shit growing up. But message boards were dope. Like I was on like a Linkin Park fan site message board. And that was social media before social media. You see how many people are online. You post something, someone responds. That's early social media. That's like predates MySpace and shit. I miss the MySpace days.
I do miss that too. I
you
like
have to
kind of
code
having
that.
the profile, like the website, but I don't think that will last anymore, you know?
Yeah.
I think people don't have the attention to like go through a whole page or a profile.
Well, people became a website builder basically. They were
true.
coding in MySpace a little
That's
bit.
true.
Right?
Yeah. What do you
I
miss?
remember the picture days. I remember I missed my tilt.
Oh,
Tilt.
Killing
Remember
some
the
pictures.
pictures that I used to take like a diagonal.
Oh.
But photos, dude. I miss photos. I actually do miss photos.
Yeah.
Photos kind of
I
making
still
a comeback.
take photos and I never use them. Do you take photos still?
No.
I still take them.
I still
have
take 'em.
shit tons of photos that I never use.
Wow.
So I just like it.
Of yourself or of food?
Myself only.
That's what's up.
Kidding, no, it's all
what's up.
food.
Exclusively.
All food.
Exclusively.
All food. Exclusive.
The side channel.
You see the other channel.
Yeah, I miss posting photos too. Life would be way more easier if
Lord,
It was just
no.
photos?
there's
I
still
would,
blew up.
I would have more storage in my phone if I had just photos.
That's true. That's true. Favorite concert venue in California?
Oh shit. What a random question.
Random. Yeah.
Okay.
Going-
The Hollywood Bowl is like got to be one of the coolest venues around. So the Hollywood Bowl. Yeah.
I'm not from Cali.
Yeah. You should go to the
How about
Hollywood
New
Bowl.
York?
We'll go to Jonas Brothers concert.
Favorite what?
Concert venue.
Oh, concert
Yeah.
venue. Oh my gosh.
Madison Square Garden. And it's a stadium, but
Well, recently probably Barclays Center. Yeah, because I feel like my more favorite artists go there, like hip hop artists. So Barclays probably.
Okay. Shout out Atlantic Ave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul, how about you in Vegas?
Favorite concert venue? The beach at Mandalay Bay.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
You're in the water.
that's
Like
tight.
that.
I like the Pearl.
Where's the Pearl?
It's at the Palms.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it fits maybe 3,000, feels like 500. And I
Damn.
love the sound system.
Oh, I should love the joint too. I thought that had really good acoustics.
Joint was great.
You know,
The
but
Joint. What a name.
That's a tight name.
Yeah.
That's a
Old
tight
Hard
name.
Rock
it is.
Hotel.
Old Hard Rock. Yeah.
Oh my God, I went to a concert at the Hard Rock.
Yeah,
It's not the Hard Rock anymore, right?
Virgin
No, it's
now.
The Virgin.
now.
Dude, I watched The Midnight, which is a great band, and they played outdoors at the pool at the
the
Hard
pool.
Rock.
See? I
Man, it
love
was
those.
gorgeous, like nighttime, beautiful Vegas weather, the wind
the
hitting.
water?
We weren't in the water. I think you
But
could.
people could be.
I think you could have been, but it was at night. It was really cool. And like you get a bucket of beer for like $18 for like with like 9 beers in it.
Not
Welcome
anymore.
to Vegas, dude. Yeah,
Anymore,
apparently not.
I know. Has ChatGPT and all that already changed how Foodbeast does business?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I write all my contracts in ChatGPT. I also email. I don't write a single email myself.
Wow.
Yeah, ChatGPT, baby. AI taking over the world. NFTs.
That's why you sounded different on the. No, I'm kidding.
Hell yeah.
Sounded more feminine today.
I had ChatGPT write the whole intro skip to our Kitchen League show.
Oh my God.
I've had clients that reached out to me about these like franchise verbiages for social media.
Yeah.
And I've written that entire thing on ChatGPT.
ChatGPT also dumb as shit, though. You ever ask it?
Well, it
everyone's like,
doesn't come out right.
yeah, it's all about prompts and stuff. So we can go one of two ways. Like you either become a really good prompt writer, or you just become a really good prompt writer. There's no other way around it. ChatGPT.
We're running out of battery. Okay. Are people who pour the milk in first before the cereal legally insane?
Yo, Phil, that's the best questions, dude. Yeah, that's fucking weird, dude.
I know people that do that.
Legally insane.
Legally insane.
That's a little extra. But
Wait, have you ever done that?
Weird though. No, hell no. I put my cereal first.
The cereal's just gonna pour over. You don't get enough cereal.
It is weird and it's kind of dumb in my opinion. But I mean, legally insane though. That's
You
like,
put ice in your cereal?
hell no. Yo, I heard of someone who warms up their milk. Is that like?
Like just,
You
but
guys heard
no
that?
cereal
Just
though?
no cereal involved.
No
just warms up
cereal.
your-
They warm
That's
up
the
their
thing.
milk.
Yeah, it helps you go to sleep.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Sleep.
I was like weirded out by that. I was like, what the hell? You put your milk
I
in
have
a
to do that for
microwave
my
and you
3-year-old
eat
daughter.
your
I mean,
cereal?
Yeah, no,
2-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
What?
It helps with tummy
I've
aches.
never heard of that. I don't know, bro.
All right, so somebody told me that if they were to put cereal in water and cereal in milk and blindfold you, you would not know the difference between water and milk. I'm like,
No,
bull
that's a
fucking
cap.
shit.
That's a cap.
I'll know the difference.
Yeah, I'll
do
definitely.
you have to close your
There's a
nose?
TikTok.
Because you know if you bit it.
a few minutes later, I'll go to the bathroom.
Wait, if you close your nose, you think it'll be even worse?
Yeah, because you know if you bite an apple and you bite an onion, but both of them you have your nose closed and your eyes closed, you won't tell the difference.
Get the fuck out of
Sounds
here.
like a part 2 episode.
Yeah,
Bring in an onion.
Yo, water versus
Yo,
milk.
Jamie.
Water versus
They say
milk?
you won't be able to tell the difference. So if I
No
put
way.
cinnamon toast crunch in water and cinnamon toast crunch in milk and you taste it, they're saying that it's hard to.
There's no.
I will know the difference immediately. I feel like.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
But all right. Somebody told me that, and they're like, "Paul, you will not know the difference." I'm like, "I will definitely know the difference."
We're screwing up Phil's game,
It's a TikTok though.
No,
I
no,
think
no,
it's
that would be
Every question's a mini podcast.
What do you guys love about Vegas? What's your favorite place to go? Things to do?
I've been coming to Vegas since I was a little kid. Like my parents love Vegas, so for me, my parents always used to come to Excalibur. And when they stopped going to Excalibur, I thought we weren't going to Vegas anymore. So I get all fucking sad. We'd be driving in and they would pass Excalibur and I think we were passing Vegas. And I was like, where the fuck are we going? We're going to the Mirage, like a better hotel. Right. I'd be pissed. Fucking pissing in the back seat. So for me, it's a special place in my heart because it's just like my parents always, like they love coming here and I love coming here. So like if I wasn't living in California, I would probably live either in Vegas or like in New York. Right, California has the best weather. Vegas is fun, dude. It's crazy. There's so many different walks of life here too. So that's why it's like a New York for a similar reason. So, yeah, man, and I just love being around the excitement. Like it feels like it never shuts down. So that's why I'm so infatuated with like Vegas content creators and YouTubers. Because like while I'm not here, I can be here through them vicariously. So that's what I like about
You have
it.
a hotel that you like?
So, dude, for the longest time, like in my 20s, I loved what it was Monte Carlo, and now it's Park MGM, which is probably one of the cooler hotels I think on the Strip. Like food wise, I really like Park MGM. We're at Resorts World right now. Shout out. We didn't pay for the room, so sick ass hotel.
Resorts World's the best.
Yeah, really
It is nice though. It is really nice.
It's one of the newer ones. That's why, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now it's
It is a
on the
newest.
strip.
Oh, newest on the strip. Makes sense.
Shout out Kusanori.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
But Win,
Gotta go
those
there.
are Win and Encore are really tight. I feel like I'm going broke every time I'm in there. I was like, how's anyone living here? What does everyone do? How are there 30,000 people in this hotel that all can afford these tables? But gorgeous. They have a great venue too. I watched that Italian comedian there, whatever. Great. Sebastian.
Yeah.
Hilarious dude.
Yeah.
Hilarious dude. Yeah, Win, Encore. I love all of them. Even Circus Circus has a charm to it.
Hold up.
Yeah, dude. You ever smelled Circus
It's true.
Circus?
Smelled?
Yeah.
Did you say? Have you ever smelled?
Yeah, we should go there after everything. It's like right next to Resorts World.
Yes, I've smelled it.
Is this your first time to Vegas?
No, this is like my third time. Yeah, so I'll start with the hotel. So I usually stay at the Cosmo. I like the Cosmo a lot.
Cosmo.
And the reason why I mentioned the Cosmo is because my favorite thing in Vegas is actually gone now. So I want to shout that out. So I love the MJ slot, the Michael Jackson slot. Have you guys ever played that thing? No. It's the best. Basically,
they took him away?
They took him away. All the MJ slots in Vegas are apparently gone. So like, it's a really sad. Like yesterday, I found out he was gone. So damn, but he gives you that bonus concert. It's the most fun ever. Like you could lose money and still feel happy.
Gotta be one in Nevada.
Walking away from it. No, they're gone. They're
all
all
gone.
gone. They're
bonus
all gone.
concert inside
When you
of
get a
MJ.
bonus, you get a concert.
Oh wait, MJ like Michael Jackson.
Michael
I thought you were talking
Jackson.
Michael Jordan. Like
Oh
MJ.
no! What the heck?
I remember those.
No.
I used to play those all the
The
time.
Michael Jackson
slots.
Oh my
Are they
gosh.
gone?
They're gone. They got rid of them all. I just
Bonus
confirmed yesterday. I
concert,
looked
dude.
for it.
so
I
sad.
died when he said bonus.
That was my
concert.
favorite thing. That was my favorite thing. It was the best. Like my group of friends and I, we would just like go to the MJ slot all the time, try to get the bonus concert, and then when it plays, it's like we all freak out, go crazy.
Why do locals stay in Vegas? Why are you guys in Vegas? What's your favorite thing about Vegas?
Always something to do. The weather,
Convenience.
convenience. and
How so?
just keeps
Yeah,
life
what's
better.
convenient? What's convenient about
Everything's close to you that you
Proximity.
need. So like every time I go out of Vegas, I realize like how convenient it is to get things and go do things, and you know, simple like things like stores. There's very like to get to a convenience store or get something that you need. Probably the closest, you know, it's like the easiest thing, and like all that. Like convenience is number one, and the things that are going on in town, and the fact that I like keeping up with my friends, and they all come through here.
it? It's like a world
Eventually,
destination.
yeah,
it's
like
so
You
crazy.
can probably keep
That's
up with
true.
all your friends because they eventually come to Vegas. And they
That's
hit
true.
you up.
That's true.
Yeah.
So those are the few things that I like about it. You know,
I can pick up friends at the airport. I'm never gonna meet them in Newark or JFK. Fuck
That's
that.
true. Yeah. I'll never pick you up at LAX.
that's how I know
yeah.
Eli. That was
Especially
exactly
JFK. Oh my
the one
God.
thing
That
that I
was awesome.
offered. They
JFK is
couldn't.
so bad.
They're like, you're gonna pick us up from the airport, and in LA, it's like a not a thing.
yeah.
No, this is awful,
I'd rather
bro.
help
Yeah.
a friend move.
Yeah, seriously. All day. I'll fucking lift the couch for you, bro, but I will not pick you up at
The
LAX.
airport is on you.
Fuck that.
All right. And then finally, what does the future look like for Foodbeast? Short term, long term.
Foodbeast World Tour, Mr. Keem.
Hey, appreciate that, man.
The future is we're just gonna keep having fun. We're gonna keep having a lot of food fun. And I think what's cool about Foodbeast is when we started in 2008, I had no idea that we'd be doing any of the stuff that we're doing today. And I like that I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. But as long as it's fun and we can keep sustaining ourselves, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, the twists and turns that you've had, just personally with content, all that. Like, I was watching those videos you made with Taste Made Travel, where you
Yeah.
stayed up all night and went
Yeah.
to Denver and Maine, and
Yeah.
so many cool tangents along the way that brought you to this.
Yeah, man, we just said yes to as many opportunities as we could because we just like didn't know, we didn't have any funding. So we just like didn't know where the next like paycheck would come from. So we just kept saying yes. We kept saying yes and yes and yes. The only thing we said no to were like corporations that like wanted to either buy us or wanted to do that because we didn't understand what our value was. We just wanted to keep exploring. So the Tastemade thing, when I did a travel show with them, reminds me of like doing a travel show together here. And I learned through that process. I learned what I liked doing that travel show. I learned what I didn't like doing that travel show. And so I want to be that for like the next gen. I want like, you know, Meester Keem is that, like creators like Meester Keem that are like humble and dope and funny, but continue to like find fun around food. I want to keep, and I don't know what that looks like next. Right now, it's a live travel show that I think will be a dope YouTube show. Kitchen League is a fun version of a competitive cooking show that happens to be live. Our agency does fun work for other people. We might own or start a pickleball league. You know what I mean? Who knows?
That's cool.
You know, we're not going to sponsor single pickleball players. We want to be the infrastructure for it. So we can just keep doing that shit because it's fun, you know? So.
How do I get collaborations with Foodbeast's Instagram account?
Oh,
And
DM
What do
us.
I need to be? Just kidding.
DM
A
us.
lot of people ask that,
I'm
right?
sure it's flooded now with collabs all the time.
How do you choose?
Just DM.
We choose, we love, it's all about personality. So, and just, do you think it will work well on our page? Most people just ask for a collab.
They DM you first, or they just
They can DM
send the collab?
They can people send the collab. That's not a good way to do it, because like, what?
Don't miss it. Right?
Yeah, what? Yeah, like it's just like how
they send you a
presumptive
request?
of you that we'll just accept the collab. If it's dope, we'll accept it. But free content is free content.
But they usually reach out to you saying
They usually reach out, and we're trying to grow, not more selective, but we care about the creators that we put on, and we realize it's, you know, it's like a mutual respect. Like, yo, this person's on our page, and they also respect us enough to like want to share their content, their story, whatever they're doing. So, yeah, just a light message. You know, it's not, you know, there's a few people that run that page, so we all read everything. So you just send it. Tell us why you think it would be good for the page.
Eli, you're still in the Foodbeast main page and shit?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I love it.
Let's go.
Yeah, I love it. We have an awesome team, like Pete and Mark, everyone, like they all have access to the page. But like I want to know what's dope and what's not. Yeah. So I'd be weird if I didn't.
I just want to say I'm really lucky, seriously. They treat me really well, and like they really believe in me. So I'm really blessed, man. Thank you.
Hey, yo.
Seriously,
His shit is funny though. That's why it's like we're selective in that, like we're only gonna show a few creators at a time, and because if you start accepting, I know pages that accept everybody, and it's like, well, then you accept everybody, then who's special?
Right.
Who's special? And like, so we don't do it to like gatekeep. We do it to like curate. And so, you know, if Mr. Keem is on the page, it's because that clip or what he said was really funny or entertaining or giving you a new piece of knowledge. And I think there's a lot of Instagrammers that just send us the collab that are still stuck in like yesteryear. Like I can see that you're sending
tagging
me
you,
your
basically.
client's work. I can see that you're sending, like, you're just phoning it in. Like, yo, have some fun with your content. Like this is, at the end of the day, you're like writing about food and posting about food, or on Instagram, you're dancing and shit. Like, just have fun. That's how you get a collab. Just have fun.
That's
Great
good right
advice. Great advice and good question, because I think a lot of people would ask that because they want to be in a collab with Foodbeast for sure.
Want to collab with you too, baby? It's easy. It's easy, baby.
Guys, thank you for coming in and doing this. This was awesome. And I really appreciate all the insight. And hopefully we can do this again, maybe with cereal and some blindfolds.
I'll come back in a heartbeat.
No, it's
Come back in a
bean and
heartbeat.
cheese burritos or tuna sandwiches next.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter
Hey,
jelly, yeah.
keep going with this podcast. It's beautiful.
Thank you, man.
You guys are beautiful.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Till next week. See you guys. Thanks for tuning in to the Las Vegasville podcast. For more information about me and where I've been dining recently, check out my IG and TikTok at Las Vegas Phil. Feel free to text or leave me a voicemail about anything you want, 702-551-4445. Stay tuned as a new episode of the show debuts every Monday morning.